on your own skin.
Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back live with another live stream. MUFC Unfilled podcast slightly earlier, but you know what, man? We don't want to keep the boys, you know what I mean, waiting too long. We've got sunshine. It's sunny out there. It's, you know what I mean? It's hot. Don't know about you, man, but it is hot. I don't know. Flo's got his hood up, but it must be hot outside. It's going to be hot outside.
I've been inside the whole day, so I would have no idea. I've been inside the whole day. I don't know why being hot. This is news to me.
Yeah,
this is news to me.
Trust me.
We're in the same city, but this is news to me. Fire intro, by the way. I like it, man. I like it. Yeah, fire intro. Fire nice upgrade, man. Big up to
whoever made get the mic now, you know what I mean? Little 1-2 bars and that.
Send me the beat, I got you with it. Send me the beat, I got you.
Come on. But now, big up to you guys, man. Hope you lot are well. And yeah, big up the chat as well. Big up the chat. Listen, the old intro was the old intro, but we got to move now. You know what I mean? Trying to rebrand, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So yeah, man, big up to everyone who's locked in. Smash the like on the video. And yeah, guys, man, we got to talk about Bruno Fernandes. That's a breaking news of the day today. And that he has a new contract, which, to be fair, they were discussing behind the scenes. Man United have reached an agreement with Bruno Fernandes to extend his contract. New deal will be valid until 2027, plus option included for a further season, June 2028. Salary at top MUFC level, all set to be signed before end of transfer window. Just for context, he is currently on £240,000 a week. If he was going to be at the top earners, you'll be probably looking at around about 300,000 around there. Obviously, you got Rashford is on 300, and then Casemiro is on 350. So he's looking to get them top earners. I put a tweet out today, yeah, and bro, guys, I don't know if you've seen it, man. I think it's on like, how many comments is it on today? It's on 325 comments. And guess what I tweeted? I said, first L for Ineos. Because I was like, I don't think we need to give him a new contract. He's what? He's going to be 30 in August. His contract is originally anyway till 2027. That's not for another 3 years. So, and that by then he's what, 33? You know what I mean? So I don't believe personally, for me, anyone should be on 300 grand a week. Like, that's just me. Nobody should be on 300 grand a week. Is it his fault? No. Is he looking at others like Mason Mount? How is he ahead of me on 300, on 250? Probably. But for me, is he going to get better? I don't think he is. I'm not going to lie to you. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's going to provide us assists. He's going to get us goals. But I'm not sure about rewarding contracts. I really am not at this stage at Man United when we are a top 4 club. We're not, you know what I mean, challenged for the league. If we were challenged for the league, fair enough. And this isn't a thing of like pocket watching. Like, everybody's entitled to what they want here. But at the same time, I'm a bit surprised the Glazers have given him the contract of a improved deal. And yeah, I just think Man United should not have given him the new contract, personally for me. But then again, is it due to the fact that he's looking at others like Casemiro, like maybe Rashford? And you know what I mean? Like, what do you think, Flores? I'll start off with you, man. Like, where do you think the kind of reluctance from maybe the Glazers, so Ineos has come from, maybe accepting a deal?
The biggest surprise in what you've just said there to me, did you say his original deal ran out 2027?
Yeah, let me just check right now to clarify.
Double check that.
So actually runs out in 2026 with the option of a further 12 months. So
okay,
you know what I mean?
So not only is it an extension, it's also an improved deal. So he still has 2 years left on his current deal.
Yeah.
What has he done? And this ain't just that him. You mentioned everybody. What has anybody done to warrant a new deal with an improvement? The team's been going backwards for however long. Yes, we've won an FA Cup. Yes, we've won a League Cup. But does he warrant not only an extension, but also an improvement on wages? To me, no. And this is one of the reasons we believe that we got rid of Varane, because of the wages. You mentioned Casemiro being on high wages, Mount being on high wages, as well as Rashford. None of them should be on those wages either. So you don't try and cover up those mistakes with another mistake by giving him not only an extension but an improvement. What kind of message does this send out? Let him play this season to get that improved deal. Yeah, if we was under pressure in terms of losing him, if there was clubs circling for him, I'd kind of hear it to an extent. But he still had 2 years left on his deal. But let him ball out this season, the 2024-25 season. Then he would have had a year left. Yes, he would have been the A side, but then he would have deserved 300K or 350K if he performed at a high level. So me, it makes no sense. I don't get it. I don't understand the extension. I don't understand the improvement. You mentioned the age. I forget that he's where's he, 30 now? Oh, he's approaching 30.
He's going to be 30 in August, I think. 30 in August.
Oh, this month or next August?
This month.
So he's going to be 30 by the time pretty much the season starts.
Yeah.
And we've extended him and given him improved deal.
Yeah.
Again, to me, the question I ask is based off of what? You don't deserve that to me. But he's not the only one. That's not just against him. That's everyone. But go on.
The comments were like, he's our best player, which I get it. You can say he's our best player, but
Saeed, here's the thing is when people say that, I won't even argue that down. He is our best player, and we've been shit. So there lies the problem. The fact that Bruno can be considered our best player of one of our best players is in 30 in September, is in regards to why we are where we are. Is why we had the season we just had. Why we had our worst ever Premier League campaign. Why we had our worst ever Champions League campaign. The aim is to get better players than our The aim should be to get better players than our best players. If we was flying, I'd hear it. If we was going to compete for Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, I'd understand it to an extent, even if I don't rate the player because we're there. People say he's our best player. Where would you be without him? You probably got that in the comments, and I even read. Where are we with him? We're 8th with a minus goal difference. Bear in mind, 2 seasons ago, we finished 7th. So we had our worst ever season this season just gone, and 2 years ago, we had our worst ever season just before that as well. Again, nobody's held accountable here. Is he not held accountable? Why? I don't get improved offers and players getting new deals. Nobody should. Not just him. Nobody's been at a certain level. You could argue Mano, he's been here a year. Mano's probably the only one. You could say you performed at a good level last season if you got an improved deal. But I don't get it, especially with 2 years left.
Yeah.
But yeah, to Manu say, I personally don't think he's our best player, but I hate that excuse. Oh, he's our best player. Where would we be without him? Where are we with him? He's led us to what? Don't get out there yet. I don't understand it.
This is my issue, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I believe the agent's done a good job here because obviously he's gone round to other clubs, and obviously the Ineos have looked at that and think, right, we can't lose him. He's a fan's favorite. You know what I mean? Well, listen, but fans' favorite, not maybe on social media. Well, to be fair, it is. But when you look at him, when you go to Old Trafford, like he's a fan's favorite. You know what I mean? I just look at his game and I'm like, don't get me wrong, he gets assists, but I don't like the process in which we play through to Bruno. Like, does this mean now that Bruno's our number 10 for the next couple of years now? How does that change in terms of our midfield balance? Are we going to cater towards our game towards Bruno? Like, that's my concern for me in that situation. But I don't know, man. Double A, you rate Bruno, innit? So chat to us, man.
I like Bruno, and I think in an unwavering pool of festering dog shit, he's been a little bit of a nugget of gold in what has been a terrible time for Man United. I think when you look over his overall time at Manchester United, he's been something I think you can look at and say he's been I'm going to say half decent success, because as much as he is frustrating and as much as I think it's twofold. I think Manchester, with so many players that have come to Manchester United, we don't play to his strengths, and he can't play the way managers want to play. So you know, both factors factor in the performances we sometimes see from Bruno and why we get so frustrated and why we expect more from him. Because you see him play for, I know you can say whatever team it is, but he does play well for Portugal, and there was a reason why we got him from Sporting. And I think those sort of first two and a half seasons, he was really brilliant, and I think he dragged us out of what I thought was really the mire. And as much as I like him, and as much as I think he does embody that, what you want someone to play for Manchester United for. I'm not saying he deserves to be the captain because of it. I just think I like that attitude of he's constantly going, constantly plays, and he always wants to fight for the badge. And we don't have enough of that at Manchester United, and that's our main issue, I think, with the players we have at the club at the moment. That being said, what the fuck are Ineos doing? Giving him an improved contract at 29. I understand. Again, I'm arguing against myself here, because I understand the captain.
Why?
The captain and your best player should be the highest earner at the club, without a shadow of a doubt. The problem we have is we've thrown contracts at people that don't deserve it. Rashford never deserves to be the highest earner of the club. The reason why he is because he's Manc born and bred, and everyone loves him. Well, everyone who's blind loves him. Casemiro, desperate to get a midfielder, fucked up De Jong, couldn't get Rabiot, throw 300 and odd grand at him, and then we're seeing the back end of his career now, and the fans, a majority of the fans want him out. Mason Mount, shit, don't understand why we've bought him, gone and give him 250 grand a week. So your back's against the wall in a negotiating situation when a player of Bruno's stature within the club, not saying World Football, within the club, your captain, technically your best player. You know, rumours all summer that he was looking to leave, 100 million from Saudi that he wanted him. The agent, as you said, mate, has played a blinder because he's got United over a barrel. So in that instance, it's understanding that they're going to say, well, listen, he's the captain of the club. Why is he not earning the same amount as these top end players? And silly for me, Ineos have just gone, yeah, you're probably right. I don't understand why a player, because we always got it at Manchester United when Fergie was here, players approaching 30, like 29, 30 only got like 2-3 year contracts. Or, you know, even that was like rare. It was like 2 minimum, maybe 3 if they were good enough. Giving him this massive contract with an option. I hate United keep doing this extra year option.
They've done the same thing with Ten Hag, though. With Ten Hag, it's not really like a new contract. It's just an option. And obviously now new 1 year.
They've extended a year, haven't they, with an extra? Is it not an extra year? Yeah. And then, but I don't understand. United, the only team I know about it. Obviously, Chelsea have the death row contracts, so they've got people on a million years. But It's just a safety net because all we do anyway with these +1s is keep him and let him go for free anyway. So what are we really doing here? Keep him on the contract he's on, and then maybe just improve the terms a little bit, or put a release clause in there, or something in there that benefits Manchester United. Because right now, all I'm seeing is we've given an aging player a ridiculous contract when we won't get any value from if we look to sell him. Unless we're going to sell him next year, which I don't think that's going to be the case.
No, them wages. I think Saudi Arabia would probably not offer them sort of wages.
I mean, we're just painting ourselves into a corner again, and we're supposed to be learning from all this. This football structure was meant to be learning from all this and stopping all this. Nothing's changed as far as I'm concerned. It's just rinse and repeat, same old Manchester United, and that's my frustration in it. But if Bruno wins us a league, wins us a Champions League, it all gets when you deserve it.
That's when you deserve it. But we're not nowhere near that.
And to this comment from Z, clearly didn't listen because I said verbatim, nobody deserves an improved contract.
Nobody.
Maino's the only one you can argue he performed at a good enough level where if he asked for a new improved deal and got one, I would understand it. Nobody. Not just Bruno. So it's not no favoritism thing. What we talk again. Yeah, go on.
I like Bruno.
Yeah, I was commenting. I was just wanting to see this one.
He is one of my favorites at the club, and that's only because most of them are fucking shit. So obviously, the ones that are decent are the ones are gonna be my favorites. I think I like 3 players that play for Manchester United, mate. So Bruno is one of them.
That many.
But I'm very realistic in everything that I do when it comes to Manchester United. I can understand the frustrations as much as the highs with Bruno Fernandes because we don't see enough of what he's great at. We see a lot of what he's been bad at, but that's with every single player. So yes, you can say he's won 2 cups back to back, but is that really enough to be warranting throwing massive wages out again to someone where we was meant to be bringing it all down and penny pinching? Because that's what we need to do, apparently.
100%. Big up Mandy. She comes in and she says 66 goals and 51 assists. He's our best player. Name me any other number 10 with those stats that is available and in poor teams too. But this is where for me, like, people don't get what we play through to Bruno. So them stats are inflated for me.
And even those stats are early on in his career. Look at his most recent stats. This guy ain't cracked 10 assists for us in the league, I think, in 3 years.
Yeah.
Can I just quickly jump on that? There's a comment there. That's what I said. Because this is that Sam said, pocket watching is really sad. Is it your money? But it is our money when we can't go and afford 42 million for De Ligt and we have to wait to sell players to buy
exactly.
Players.
Yeah.
This is the problem. No, it's not coming out of my pocket directly. But then again, maybe it is because I pay for a season ticket. So yeah, my money is affected when it comes to Manchester United. But when we're in a situation as Manchester United, the biggest club in England, top 5 in the world, and we have to sell to buy. Yeah, I am going to get a little pissed off if we're just throwing money willy-nilly at problems because it's not helping us. It's just kicking the can down the road. That's all that's happening. Because eventually we're going to come to this problem in 2 years. If Bruno Fernandes has been shit for 2 years and we tried to sell him and now we can't because he's on 300 bags a week and all we can get is 15 million for him because we have to supplement a big payoff to wherever he's fucking going. So yeah, I do get annoyed at stuff like that because again, we've seen it with Wan-Bissaka, 50 million selling for 15. Van der Beek, 35 million, sold him for like 500,000. So do you know what I mean? So yes, I do have a problem with this when we can't sell McTominay, we can't sell Eriksen, we can't sell Casemiro, we can't sell Maguire, we can't sell Lindelof. I have a big fucking problem with that because we just can't get rid of all the problems and move on as a football club and start afresh. This is meant to be a fresh start. Nothing's fresh from what I'm seeing from Ineos. It's selling to buy. And yes, you can say that's the Glazers and it's all a supplement of that. Yeah. I understand that and I get that. And I'm not saying it's all their fault. But when you're throwing 300 bags a week at someone who doesn't necessarily need it right now, then yeah, I have a problem. And I will say penny pinching because that's what Manchester United are doing right now.
Before I bring in Ash, big up Mike says they've only extended it by a year, boys. Had 2 years remaining on his previous deal. Just give him more money. Literally similar to what we did with Ten Hag. Ash, what's your thoughts on Bruno and the new contract? Because you've heard my reasons. I'm not penny pocket because at the end of the day, it's like they're gonna get what they're gonna get. They're footballers at the end of the day. But I thought we were gonna change that trend and kind of go at a different route. That's what I thought.
Yeah, exactly. You'd hope that with Omar Barada coming in, it'd have a little bit more sense. I mean, as we were saying a little bit earlier, he's 30 in 3 weeks, September, very early September, and how many seasons are you really going to get out of him? What you're hoping for, 3 or 4 seasons, and even then, are we going to have Ten Hag as the manager in those seasons? So you're tying down a guy who might not, the next manager potentially might not even want. And I don't want to say next manager, obviously, but we've seen him being on the tightrope with all the.
Sorry to cut you off, Ash. This is when we talk stats. This is what we talk. Big up to Connect. This is the type of thing I'm talking about. This is the type. What you know? What? All right, cool. Sorry, Ash. Go on.
Yeah. No. And to that, Flawless. He doesn't show up enough in big games. Like to pay
away games,
money.
Yeah. Away games.
Big games, big away games. You don't see him impose himself, and you don't see him take a hold of games. And most often, you see him in those kind of games where he's frustrating. He gives the ball away too often. He's trying to force things. He's not calm in his play. He's not able to keep the ball and bring others into play. And he rushes things, and he surrenders possession way too often. So to rely upon him. For me personally, I like him. I think with better players around him, with a better striker, a better midfield, then we might see an improvement from him. But what this shows to me is that there's no options for Ineos in the market. They've probably had a look this summer, gone around, had a little scan, see what's out there, and realise, well, there's not really many options there. So we've got to tie him down for the next year or two. So that's just the position we're in at the moment. And 300 grand a week, it just feels like Glazonomics again. It's one of them situations where we're overpaying towards the rear end of someone's contract. And we've seen many times us being stuck with players. And Bruno, I'm not too sure Bruno should be a nailed-on starter who's kind of you tie your coat on. You hang your coat on, sorry. He's a player that would be a very good squad player and a very good team. For me, that's all he is really, and I just it's madness. 300k a week, yeah, no, it's not for me. But
the thing with that, Ash, when you say like obviously he'd be a good player and a good team, it's hard to say that because like all we know is the shit bubble that is Manchester United, where every career comes to die. He goes to City, he could be with the best player in the league. We'll never know that, unfortunately, because we don't know how.
Willie, do you reckon he would?
He'd be a squad player there. He's not starting.
Nah, bro. I guarantee under a world-class manager, I think we'd see a different level.
Would he start ahead of De Bruyne?
He's a squad player there. He barely makes.
Start ahead of Odegaard. Would he start ahead of Odegaard?
No,
I don't think he would.
But again, it's me saying that is just basing off Manchester United. What I'm saying is, if he's with a coach that coached him properly and a world-class coach with him, I think we would see a different player. And I think what I feel personally, he's been given a free rein to do whatever the fuck he wants. And that's why we see this just Hollywood ball constant running around doing nonsense all the time. But I think if he was properly coached and told what to do, like you've seen it with Grealish, you saw it with Aguero. Aguero's the biggest one for me in terms of Pep, because everyone thought Aguero won't drop deep and hold up play and change his game. He's a box. He's a striker. He's a fox in the box type. And everyone thought Aguero was going. You saw what you saw. Everyone saw the memes when he was leaving. Pep was crying his eyes out because he understood how important he was. I'm not saying Bruno would be the best player in the league. I'm not saying definitely, but I'm saying I think he could take on instruction, and I think he could learn to play under a coach that could get the best out of him. And just unfortunately for me, on us, we've never seen that at Manchester United personally.
And that goes for a lot of players, though. There is some players here. There's players here who are, because everybody's in the like Mano. Imagine Mano had world-class coaching and had better players around him. How much better would it be? For all his faults, Rashford, I think he's the same as well. I think there's many players that are like that. There's some of them who are absolutely awful, but with a better coaching and a better system, a lot of these players would be much better. And the thing is, with Bruno, like Kaneki put up the comments as well about his stats being inflated. Another thing is character. The fact that, remember when he got booked and missed the game away at Liverpool at Anfield? And the question came up about, did he get booked on purpose? Now, let me just start off by saying this. Do I believe he got booked on purpose to miss the game? No. Let me just clarify that. I genuinely don't. But the fact that it's a question mark tells you all you need to know. Why is his character being questioned? Why do people believe that would never happen before? 2 seasons ago, Casemiro got booked and missed the trip to Emirates. No one on the earth said Casemiro got booked on purpose. Why are people questioning his mentality? That's a very telling to me. That wouldn't happen to any other captain at Manchester United. Anywhere. No captain.
You know why, Flawless? Because you see it on the field. You know, he's petulant. You see it, and it's one of those things that's so frustrating. You know, you don't want to see he's moaning, and he's throwing his arms up, and you know, all of a sudden he'll stop and just kind of like point, and it's so frustrating to watch. And we see it at Old Trafford. You see it off the ball as well. You know, he does a lot of gesticulating, and it's something that puts other players off, and psychologically, it's not good for team morale. You know, you've got to be all about positivity, and he's someone who does he drains the tank emotionally of some players on the football field, and it's frustrating to see. You see, it was a couple of years ago I saw something with Sancho. I don't know if you remember. It was a little bit of an argument between them both, and Sancho kind of turned off that game. Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the clip going viral.
Yeah, and then Sancho, but players don't respond to that. We've learned now psychologically that it's all about positivity. You need positivity. Just even with coaching, you know, all the FA badges, all that kind of nonsense. It's all positivity, and you see him moaning and whining on the field, and it just doesn't help. It doesn't help for a conducive environment. And for me, that's something that frustrates me with him. It's all good, his ability of scoring and assisting and stuff, but that to me, it kills me in the attitude. And when you're saying about him potentially getting yellow cards and missing games, maybe that can be part of it.
Yeah, listen, he's got the contract. Let's see, man. Let's see what Ineos do. Maybe this is like the last kind of almost big contract they hand out. Maybe this is the last one, because after this one, Xerxes is only on, I think, what's he on, like 60 grand a week, is it? I don't know. What is he on, guys? Let me just quickly check.
You're not on about 100 bags or something?
No, he's not. He's not.
He gives Xerxes that much?
No. They give him. He's on low wages.
They give Euro about 115. How's Xerxes only got 60? That's crazy.
They gave
no. I don't think so.
No, actually, Euro I kind of get because he was in a Euro. I understand that.
Yeah, Euro I understand.
Again, back to the wall. Ridiculous.
What's but Euro's one of them. It's like, is he more?
Oh no, shit. Yeah, my bad. He's on 100 grand a week. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I thought he was on 60. Okay, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
No way we brought him from Bologna.
Okay, my bad.
United don't do that, bro. Come on.
Yeah, no, my bad. Okay, he's on 100 grand. That's not too bad. 100 grand is not too bad. But after that, you got Sancho 120. You know what? Let me just show to the people quickly. Guys, please like the video if you can.
Sancho, after winning the World Cup, after winning the Copper, he's changed.
He deserves to at least get into the 150 bracket. You know what I mean? I would give it Lisandro.
I'd say at least, bro. If De Ligt's coming in at 170, he should be asking for more than that.
Oh, he's on 170, De Ligt. Okay,
De Ligt's coming in at 170. You know.
Yeah. Okay. If you sell Harry Maguire, for me, Luke Shaw, man, I can't believe he's on 150. Bro, but it is what it is. You sell Eriksen, then it's not too bad. Then you know what I mean? I'm just gonna allow the front three for now, or the front four. The Anthony one is ridiculous, fam. 200 grand a week, bro. And he's doing.
He said we should look out for this season, man. Change, man. He's getting loads of goals.
His name's gonna be mentioned a lot, in memes, and us getting ripped the piss out of, lads. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Where was he yesterday? Was he in the squad yesterday?
I don't think he was.
He was on the bench when he didn't come on.
Yeah, he's on the bench, man. It was weird. I don't understand yesterday the reason why Xerxes didn't come on and Anthony didn't come on.
You know why Xerxes didn't come on, man? The manager. We know why Xerxes didn't come on.
No, but I think for me, that tells me that I don't think he's going to start against Fulham. And he's going to be more of we're going to play Bruno and Mount up top, like, you know, the 4-2-2 thing.
Mercy, man.
No, we are. We are. We're going to play Bruno and Mount up front. Why are you laughing, man?
Bruno and Mount, you know. I bet.
Last week, those 70 goals a season, that's 7 goals a season. All right.
You still agree with that? You want to revise that, Saeed, yeah?
Who's started ahead of him? Who's started ahead? Listen, I generally think, let me show you what United will play like.
Can I just say something though? You know what's mad about that? Mount wasn't starting for the majority of the preseason games. Sancho was, and all of a sudden Sancho's not in the team now. Like, we were going with Bruno and Sancho. That's what we were going for.
Talk about that as well.
Hey, you know what, Ash? It's kind of like what happened last preseason is happened again. It's kind of, there's similarities. But hey,
this will be the team. This will be the team. I'm telling you now, whether you like it or not. This will be the team. I don't know if De Ligt's had a preseason. Has he had a preseason?
Yeah, he was on the bench when he did yesterday against Spurs. Didn't come on. Him and Mazraoui. I think he starts. You know.
I don't think he does.
I think De Ligt starts. I don't think he's going to trust. He'll have Martinez and I think he'll have De Ligt. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go on this one.
I might even say Mazraoui or Delo left back. I think.
You know why I think this manager OAA. I mean, remember when Casemiro came in? It took him weeks.
Yeah, remember.
But usually this manager, he doesn't like throwing players straight in. He likes to give them a couple of weeks first. I don't remember a moment where they come straight in.
I get that, but I think with the back line, he can't afford to have that.
He likes Evans, he likes Maguire. Do you know what I mean? So I think we'll see what we saw yesterday.
Right now, but I think with a defense that can play a high line, he's going to go for that straight away. 100%.
You'll have a 4-4-2. Right.
And who's the two strikers again, Saeed?
It'll be Bruno and Mount. Bro,
they're not strikers. That's two false nines.
Bruno and Mount.
That's me.
Diallo.
But hey, this is the team and the attack that is taking us forward, man.
Bro,
Bruno, we can't start this season with those two. We can't.
Diallo ain't starting, bro.
I don't think Diallo.
He's starting. Are you mad?
He's going to be Rashford and Garnacho 100%.
Nah, man.
It's going to be Rashford.
Garnacho is 100%. You are crazy.
It's gonna be Rashford, Garnacho, Bruno, and Mount. That's our front four.
Did you not see the way we were playing yesterday? These guys we played like 4, we played like 2, and then we had 4, 2, and then 4. That's how we played yesterday.
Garnacho.
Defensively.
Garnacho scored. He did a McTominay. That means Garnacho is doing another 30 games.
Nah, he's not starting. Ahmad is starting. Ahmad is starting. Trust me.
He does not rate Ahmad as much as he rates Garnacho. Garnacho is 100% starting.
I've said this.
I believe
which for me is fucking criminal, and he shouldn't be doing it because Ahmad has been our best player in pre-season. Ahmad, I didn't watch the game, saw the highlights, seen all the tweets, everyone comment was our best player.
This will be our team at the start of the season. I'm telling you now, guys.
You know what? Even if Diallo does start, that's still our woeful team. That team is still not it.
That's disgusting.
No, but the thing is, you got to remember, it's not like obviously when teams get everything up, it might be a 4-3-3, whatever it is. Yeah, Bruno's a false 9.
Yo, any, you know what this is? Any formation, this is ugly. You know what I'm saying? And that this is the ugly. No makeup can save her, man. You know what I'm saying? No makeup can save this girl. No outfit can save this girl. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's 4-2-4-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, Mount and Bruno should not be heading up our attack as a 9 and a 10, or 2 false 9s, or 2 10s, or false 8s, or whatever you want.
A long season, guys. Relax.
I'd rather.
Trust Bruno, the plan. I started that, yo. When I seen that, I was like, oh, Bruno and Mount.
Trust the plan, man.
Be worse.
My issue is, where the hell was Zirks yesterday? Because he's trained.
Bro, he should have played some minutes, man.
Bro, what are you doing? Like, not to bring him on.
Save him. It's to rest him, bro.
For what?
Give
Save
him
him
some minutes, man.
But the low can play after coming back after him. Bruno can play after coming back after him. Garnacho can play.
Maybe we bought him injured.
He can play coming after him, bro.
Maybe he got injured. Maybe he got injured or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Bro, he was on the bench. You're on the bench. You can play. Why put you on the bench then? Because
100%.
Ahmad wasn't on the bench, and he's been sick all preseason. Or been good all preseason.
Yeah. That was weird.
Everyone was calling him to play. You can't then turn around and say, "Oh, he's not fit," but then put him on the bench, because that leads to fans' expectations. Finally, we've got another striker to come in. We want to see him fucking play. Put him on. At least he gets 10 minutes. Put him on. So with another week of training, I'll be pissed off if on Friday Xerxes not starting. So I'll be fuming, because why have we got to spend this money for him? And we haven't got any other striker, you need to be playing the kid. I'm sorry.
But why would you have that expectation when he didn't even get a single minute in preseason, and he didn't get a single minute in the thingy? You can't. Because you can't expect that, though,
bro. Because that lineup you've just shown me should be doing sold out gigs at the Apollo as a fucking comedy at night. Because that's ridiculous.
It's the reality. You told me top three is not a reality.
You showed me that. You told me that.
You told me.
Saeed, do you think top 4's reality with that side?
Not that side. No.
Hell no. And that's going to be the side that plays. It's the side you put up.
Midfielders. We don't get two more midfielders.
We are finishing top 4 or top 3, and that will probably be the side.
I think we need Tony. Guys, we need Tony.
It will probably be worse because I agree with Double A. I don't think Diallo starts either. I think it's Garnacho. I think he was going to play Garnacho.
No,
Garnacho scored.
Started,
play Garnacho. All right, cool. Why? Because of Rude.
Ahmad and Rashford.
Yeah, it's because of Rude. That's why. Yeah. That's why Xerxes didn't get no minutes, but he's on the bench. Yeah. Sure, but Rude. You know
let me get these super chats in. Let me quickly get these super chats in. Big up,
bullshit. But hey, you know, Rude.
Big up Owinski said. By the way, did you see Rude's reaction? By the way, that was hilarious, man. Bruno's value stretches beyond just football pitch. He brings tremendous traction to the football club. Global fan favorite. It was a business decision.
Does it?
Chef, the engineer, says what the club should do is 21 and over star 100k and 50k more performance incentive base per person, and under 21 50k plus 25k incentive per year. Wagwan, big up the mandem. Yeah, but the thing is though, you're getting more players now that are coming up through at 18 that are just demanding a lot of money, and it's going to be difficult to then get them to your football club. You know what I mean? Especially like Lenny Euro, like we had to pay that money. If you don't want that sort of talent come to your football club, you can't pay that money.
I get the Euro one. I do get it.
Yeah, I get the Euro one, 100%.
Do you know what I love about that super chat? It started off all Financial Times and ended up being Rewind Mag. You know what I mean? It was totally
Rewind. Yeah.
Wagwan man. Then, you know what I mean?
Wagwan man. Big up Chev man. Ahmed, Bruno most creative chats 2023-24. Talk sense, guys.
Is that create chances or big chances? Bear in mind, he takes all our set pieces. So if he puts in a terrible corner and then Harry Maguire flicks it towards the goal, that's classed as a chance created. Come on, man. Like, if we're gonna talk stats, let's talk stats with context. Because there's a difference between created chances and there's a difference between created big chances as well. And even the created big chances is subjective. Go check who's number 2 and 5 on that list. Guarantee you probably won't want 2 or 5 at 2, 3, 4 or 5 at the club. Yeah. Come on, man. We don't use that for any other attacking players. We don't use that. We just look at eye test to say, you know what, he's quality. What's your miles? Well, I use your miles as an example. What's Vinicius Junior's created stats? What's Odegaard's? What's De Bruyne's? What's Foden's? Nah, them man just ball out. You don't have to use that for them. Foolishness.
Yeah. Big up Joe Magni says, a man who has missed only one game in the United career and involved in many goal contributions and dictate 1 hour in bashing his salary reward. We didn't bash him. We just gave him our opinion. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean? We could easily say, right, Bruno's on 300 grand a week. Cool. See you later. And we did make it clear that we're not pocket watching, but we have a history of giving out wages and later on not be able to sell them because of the high wages. So you can call it what you want, but we've got a history of not selling well. And there's a reason why, because of the high wages. So at the end of the day, I don't know if... Yeah.
And you know what it is, Saeed? You know what it is? It's not as if our forward line's scoring loads of goals. It's not as if, it's not as if he's a main factor and contributor to the assist that Højlund's getting, that Rashford's getting, that the forwards are getting. Do you know what I mean? So it's not as if, it's that big of a difference in the side of having someone who's on 125 grand a week. Do you know what I mean? Like, you improve other areas and it's...
100%.
Yeah, Dash mentioned it there. Our forward line stinks. That's why we consistently haven't scored goals. We consistently don't create for who's the last striker we can say whether they're good enough or not, who we've created chances.
I mean Van Persie.
I say Van Persie, over 10 years ago.
Or maybe Ibrahimovic.
Lukaku used to get chances.
Lukaku was the last one.
Yeah.
And how many years ago was
first season was mad, bro. I remember
and how many years ago was that? Lukaku's last season.
6 years, 6, 7 years.
6, 7 years, yeah.
But wait, was he here even before? Was he here the same time as Bruno?
No way.
He wasn't.
He left the year before.
So you see, so that kind of there. If Højlund was missing, Højlund's terrible. Don't get misunderstood. But if he was missing chances week in, week out, I kind of hear we don't create. I say this all the time for everyone who talks about created chances. Who are our attackers that are consistently missing?
We were talking last year, innit, Flawless? Last year we were talking about Højlund's not getting chances. He's not getting chances. Never gets the ball.
Facts. Big up to listen, Emirates Cup, big up Zayn anyway. So Devil in the Reds. If we don't get a midfielder, then Euro will be playing next to Leach will play CDM. This is a possibility because we did often do that in Ajax as well. And big up Ronald says Xerxes was never meant to play today. You can hit your club source. They played a game behind closed doors today. It's going to be a slow start. And big up Winter Surfer. Evans is a red. 83 goals a third. Flawless. Listen, that was crazy, man. I was like, yo, Evans is going to do this one, man. He's a red. And then he never did it.
It's a terrible pen. I saw that pen, mate. That
was terrible.
Proper centre-back pen, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? Lay back and just... But I'd say that about... I was going to say, I'm hoping United have got some behind closed doors friendly.
Yeah, they do. They normally do, though, innit?
Yeah.
They normally do.
Because that's what we need to get. Because someone in the chat then just said the reason why Xerxes didn't start is because there's a new signing and Delo knows how to play. I was like, that's not how it works, mate.
What?
Like, someone in the chat then just said, they directed it at me because they were saying the reason why Xerxes didn't play is because there's a new signing and Delo played because he knows how to play, for fuck's sake, double A. I was like, no, that's not how it works, bro. Because he's a new signing. He's been training. It's a friendly. It's not the first game of the season. Yesterday's a friendly. And listen, growing up watching Manchester United all my life, I don't treat the Community Shield anything other than a glorified friendly. Anyone who takes it serious is a bit weird. And Mourinho, I'm looking at you, counting it as a trophy because it's not one. Okay, it's just a curtain raiser to the season. That's how Fergie always treated it. He should have played yesterday. He's not played 1 minute in front of the fans in pre-season. Yesterday, even if it's pity minutes, let's see something of what he's got. Because you can say that about, Højlund, new signing. As soon as he was fit, he came on against Arsenal. We saw a little bit. Yes, it was in the second half, but we still saw something. So for me, bring him on 10, 15 minutes in the second half. Let's see what we're working with as fans. And then we go. You still do the behind closed doors friendlies leading up to Friday. Because for me, I'll go back to it. Mount and Bruno being our top two on Friday is
reality, man.
He's gonna make me a bit upset, mate.
What concerns you more, guys? Let me ask you a question here. What concerns you more, midfield or the attack? Like
both.
What concerns you more?
Word to Shannon Sharp. Capital B, capital O, capital A, capital F. Both.
Defense.
No, but defense will get sorted. We'll get Ellington and we'll get Mazarawi. So we're kind of set there, yeah, in a sense, yeah. But because I'm looking at us, yeah, and I'm like, bro, like we can't finish our dinner, man. We should have beaten Liverpool in the preseason. We didn't finish our chances, and we should have beat Man City comfortably. We should have beat Man City 3-0. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we should have beat them.
They hit the bar. Did they hit the bar or did they hit the post? Or was it both?
They hit the post.
Post first.
Yeah.
And what was that other big chance? Maybe the Sevilla one? Or was it someone else?
Yeah, they hit the post. That was it. They didn't really create too much. It was half chances, really, to be honest. They didn't really create.
Onana weren't making any saves. Onana didn't have to do anything, did he?
Yeah, bro. So
and we had the two mad chances. We had the two mad chances and the Rashford one where he just puts it wide of the post. And we had the one in the second half with McTominay. Yeah, we had a few. We had opportunities in that game.
Bro, we had opportunities, man. So it's like, for me, we don't score enough goals anyway. If I look at Man United now, yeah, in the past how many seasons we looked at it, we don't score enough goals, do we? So it's like, I do worry about the lack of finishes at the club, man. This is why for me, I'm like, if we do sell Ivan Toney, yeah, we got him, Sancho, because I ain't gonna lie to you, that right there kind of proved to me why Sancho won't be at the football club. Like, that the manager just don't rate him. He don't want to play him. He don't want to give him the minutes. Like, bro, you had an opportunity to take off Rashford and put Sancho in earlier. You didn't do that. You know what I mean? You talked about him playing a false nine role. That was your perfect opportunity to play Sancho in the false nine against Man City, who are probably the creme de la creme. They're the top of the chain right now. They are Diaz and Akanji. Play him in that position, then he can get ready for Fulham game. We didn't do that. So it clearly shows me that managers don't rate him. And I think for me, I've said it all along, Sancho will be leaving the football club. Either on loan or as a permanent signing. He's going to leave. So at the end of the day, my thing is like, like the attackers, like Rashford, bro, like you got to score them, man. You got to score them goals, man.
Bro, that's the problem with this manager, though, because all that front line, since he's been at the club, if you're not his signing or you've done something for him immediately, or he's not brought you in or brought you through, he doesn't give a flying shit about you. Could not care less about you. Palistri can't get nothing. And I'll die on the hill that he hung him out to dry. That game away to Bayern in the Champions League had a half decent game, and we barely saw him again. Sancho, that first season, scored the goal against Liverpool. Scored the winner against Leicester. He started to look like he was about to do something. Fucked it all up. Didn't really give him much of a chance. And then last season was last season. We saw what happened. And right or wrong, whatever. I think it was mismanagement in the grand scheme of things, I'm not saying at one specific moment with the tweet and all that, but the grand scheme of things, he's mismanaged Sancho, and Sancho, rightly or wrongly, feels aggrieved with all of that. Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
Martial started to cook, and I get Martial. Yeah, started to cook in that first preseason. Looked like he was the guy that Ten Hag wanted as his striker. Obviously, can't stay fit. Even when he was fit, he wasn't even bringing him on or anything like that. Scored 1 goal last season. So Rashford, obviously, big season that first season. Loves him. Given the new contract, he's always going to play. Garnacho brought him through, even though we already knew that he was coming through the youth system anyway. Plays all the time. Too much for most people. Antony, his signing started his first. Again, someone said in the chat, Antony was his signing. Started straight away as soon as we bought him. Didn't have to wait. Have any training. Played against Arsenal, scored a goal. So for this manager, for me, it doesn't matter. Pellistri, Sancho, even Ahmad. Ahmad's only getting game time now because it's so obvious that he has to play. Like,
yeah, he's the fans have put it on him. The fans have put it on him.
But it's like he's slapping you in the face, like, bro, I am your best winger. You have no choice but to give me time and game time. But eventually, it's going to come back to his favourites, and this is what he does. And that's the most maddening thing for me about Erik Ten Hag is that it's all he does is play people on reputation, and it's not about merit. And when we need to get back to letting players play on merit and not reputation. And what we're seeing a lot of the time is wages.
Yep, 100%. I could agree. For me, it's like I think for me that front three. Why I say that front three will start Bruno, obviously Mount and whatnot is that I believe it's more the running off the ball. It's more the efficiency right now. Garnacho is knocking on the door, though. I can't lie to you, but. Does he start like if he was to start ahead of Ahmad? Yeah, like how would you not feel? Like, does he start ahead of Garnacho, Rashford, or Ahmad? Which one is it?
In Ten Hag's eyes, Diallo. I agree 100% with Double. I've been saying this for the longest that if those two are fit, that's who's starting. In regards to Sancho, that was my major issue. Well, not major issue, but major concern with the whole Sancho situation. Was that's if Ineos didn't take over. Sancho's not here and he's out alone or he's being sold. They have put them two together and said, it's not like Sancho's contacted Ten Hag or Ten Hag has contacted Sancho to bridge the gap. That relationship was broken. Ineos put that together. So therefore, why all of a sudden is he going to play him? And that was my biggest concern with Sancho. Where are you getting game time? The glorified friendly, which I agree with Double A on, which it is, Sancho gets 10 minutes. Diallo, yes, starts and then gets taken off. But where are these men getting game time? That is my biggest concern. So does Garnacho start over Diallo? In Ten Hag's eyes, yes, because that's his guy. Garnacho was poor for the vast majority of last season and played. Rashford was poor for the vast majority of the season.
I've always thought of him better on the right-hand side as well. I don't know you guys have...
He's
better off the bench. He's better off the bench.
I get it. I'm saying on the right-hand side, he's more... I look at him a bit more dangerous on that right-hand side.
It was that Villa game, wasn't it? On Boxing Day. And he was absolutely unbelievable in that game.
Because he doesn't have time to... On the left, I feel like he just feels like he can take on about 1,000 man and then cut in and shoot. Whereas on the right-hand side, he has to be methodical. He has to be a bit more direct. And he's now using his left foot there, which was good.
The goal yesterday was really good. The way he took it.
Really good. That was really good wing play down there. So, I'm listen, for me, it's options here. But it's like, at Man United, we don't really see it as options, man, because we're always... tipping one against the other, and it gets a bit toxic in the fan base. And do you know what I mean? Like, everyone wants their favorite player here. If I said to the chat now, who do you want to play there? Everyone's got different answers. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think people are giving a fair chance. Like, Amad Diallo has been cooking towards the end of the last season. He's been cooking all preseason. That he deserves that right hand spot for now. Until otherwise, for now, he deserves that right hand side. On that left hand side, I believe Garnacho is going to be better for us this season as an impact player. Whether he likes that or not is a different question. Because I've seen his little brother talking about, I don't know if you've seen his little brother tweeting. He said, what more does he have to do? I was like, listen, man, you don't call the shots, my friend. You know what I mean? The manager does. But Rashford isn't going to be on the bench for 300
settings
a week. Sorry?
But we need to get out of that. That was like Godfather settings, like you don't call the shots, my friend, which is facts. And what more does he have to do? It's like, that's his brother, so he's looking at it from a biased perspective.
I get it.
Yeah, Garnacho don't deserve a start. And he's better. I think his attributes are better off the bench. That is him as an impact sub. I don't think he scores that goal if he starts. But him off the bench against tired defenders, I think is the best. Same with Rashford. The problem is that our left winger options are so bad, you are probably playing Rashford. Oh. And you mentioned there the wage should, which I do believe comes into it, shouldn't. No matter how much money you're on, you should get merit. Who's actually, forget favourites, who's best for this game for Manchester United to get the win in said game? And I don't think the answer is ever Rashford and Garnacho. Unless we're playing lower league opposition. Especially with Bruno and Mount in a 9 and a 10. Like, definitely not. Like, but hey, we gonna score plenty of goals, man.
Word to Saeed, innit?
Listen, but the thing is, though,
it's word to Z in the chat, man. He said that to me. Z said our front seven getting 78 goals. Just our front seven. Just the front seven, man. It's getting, shout out Z. I think he's in the chat. He was there earlier.
7.8 goals each.
Nah, 78. He said.
Yes, so 7 point goals each. 7.8.
Nah, it was like it was double figures for 6 and then 8 for Bruno. So it was like double figures for Xerxes, double figures for Højlund, double figures for Rashford, Garnacho, Diallo. I'm missing somebody else. Sancho. Yeah, that's the 6. And then 8 for Bruno. So it was 78, just those 7. So imagine what the rest of the team's getting then.
You can't score if you don't start, or even play, which Xerxes didn't do. Anthony, but do we expect him? Well, apparently he's got a big notepad full of all this affirmation.
Mate, Anthony's telling me that, yo, listen, believe in me. He said, when we talk about stats and goal scoring, whatever, I will be there. But then again, you got to be on the pitch, my friend.
The thing is,
you ain't on the pitch.
I'm gonna make a Kendrick line. Yeah, you give us nothing to believe in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, it's crazy, man. You got Onana saying we're gonna be different. It's all mad at the minute right now. Ronald says, so as per Saeed, manager doesn't rate Sancho, but what has Sancho done for the manager apart from writing a story statement and keeping it up for 3 weeks? Right now, there was a question here saying he's got to fight for that left-hand side, but you said it already. You got three men on that side, and you got 2 on the other side. And obviously, the false 9 role is meant to be the role that the manager sees him playing in that role. But then again, he didn't play against Man City. So I believe this is what I'm saying. If we're going to cash in now, and then get that money and go get another forward, maybe, or another Ivan Toney. Like Ivan Toney, I'm hearing that. Saudi Arabia want to sign him. I'm like, come on, man. You can't let him go to Saudi Arabia before we try and... No, but did you see that? Did you see that today, though?
I didn't see the Ivan Toney. I didn't see the Ivan Toney Saudi
Arabia. Yeah, bro. Ivan Toney, bro. Saudi Arabia are after him, man. They're like, yo, like... Yeah, it says here, Ivan Toney... 1 second. There we go. Ivan Toney, one of many main strikers being considered by Saudi Pro League for the final weeks of the window. Toney appreciated by Al Ali already since last January and is still on the SPL shortlist. No decision on player's side. He's assessing options. But, bro, if he goes to Saudi Arabia, like, no disrespect, like, you get me? You're going to get good money over there, but I still think he's got enough to prove at the highest level to be scoring goals week in, week out.
He deserves his shot. That's what I would say. But everyone's just passing. I think everyone's just missing a trick. I think there's most teams I just look at and go, why would you not go get an Ivan Toney like us? If we get him, he starts for us. It's not even, and he's not even expensive. That's the key. It's not even like they're asking for 80, 90, 100 million. I believe he has a year left on his deal. So you could probably get him for 40 million, which is a steal. But
I don't, bro. Like, but the thing is, for me, people are saying you got, like, I put a tweet out yesterday saying you got enough strikers. I'm like, yeah, I get that. But then it's also like with Højlund.
Who are the strikers we have that we have enough? Who?
Toney and Xerxes. But I wouldn't class
I'm saying at Manchester United, like, who are our 9s? What were the comments saying? It was Xerxes and Højlund.
Xerxes and Højlund, yeah. You got enough.
They think that's enough to go for the whole season.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Did we get linked with Ferguson as well today?
What's that? Nah, I don't believe that, man. I don't believe that story, 50 man.
Mil. I mean, it's a crap source. Daily Star. I mean, yeah.
Daily Star, man. As long as
Sunday
it has to be credible sources, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm not getting over here, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, Jason, Hannah, big up to you, bro. But I ain't gonna lie to you as well, man. I think the hype is a bit too much, man. Like, bro, let him land. Let him land, though. Bro, he scored a couple of goals last season towards the start, then got injured, which is not good. Like, come on, like people are saying big money for him. Like, I want to see what he's about first, rather than going spending another potential on a player that we haven't heard of. Like Like, what we're doing here, guys, man. Let's relax with the Evan Ferguson hype, man.
Don't
I'm not
forget-
saying this shit, by the way, but Danny Welbeck's still playing for Brighton. So let's,
Shout out Welbeck.
shout out to Danny
Yeah.
Welbeck, by the way. That's my guy
Shout out.
right there. You know what I mean?
Shout out
Longside's finest.
Don't forget
Oh,
though. Don't forget though. His favorite player is Wayne Rooney, so obviously we have to buy him. That's the whole. I think that's the
that's
only
what I'm
reason
saying,
why
bro.
we've been linked with him. No, but I think that's the only reason why we've been linked with him. That's why I know we're gonna go and get Hendricks because his favorite player is obviously Bobby Charlton.
Oh man, Hendrick, seriously. Oh my god. Now he's
Bobby
making me like
Charlton.
not like him. I don't want to do that. He's a kid, man. But all of his comments, man, it's pissing me off.
Oh,
like,
he's
bro.
a young kid, mate. Like, just see
But
what he does.
why are you saying
When
that, though?
who cares? He's like Kanye, absolutely batshit crazy, but the music is fire. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them. Don't forget what he does off the pitch. Just watch him on the pitch.
Separate
Yeah.
the art from the artist.
Exactly, bro.
Fair
Exactly.
enough, man.
Separate the
Fair
art from the
enough.
artist.
You
Big
got
up Hendrick, big up Hendrick.
Saeed cooking up agendas because some kids, 17-year-olds, are saying random shit on the
Bro,
internet.
but what
Like,
he's saying
they all
is
do.
crazy. I swear down, I'm like, you know that meme, like, get out of here, man. Like,
Yeah, but
that
yeah,
meme
like-
there, I'm like, come on,
Run
man.
a
Let's
hill,
go.
like, no. shut up.
Yeah, I'd rather get Victor. Nah, not for me, man. Another one that's for me. That
You don't like
Portuguese
Enquiries?
league, Portuguese league, mate. You know what I mean? That league right there. You got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. Big up Monty says, big up Broski, beautiful weather today. Yeah, man, we're here and we're 1.5k of yous here, and we've not even got, I think, 500 likes yet.
Yo,
So you
what?
lot, man, you lot are not really. Come on, guys, let's get the likes up. We're currently on 494. Let's get up to 600 likes if you can, people. Ronald's and Mrs. Super Chat, sorry, mate. Slander Garnacho all you want, but Premier League season Garnacho has more goals assists than Sancho, who's been there for years and season. Fair, but it's also about opportunities as well.
Bro, why
Opportunities.
are you comparing two players that play for the same club? It's fine. This is what
I don't
hate
get
about
it, bro.
United
I don't
fan
get
base,
it,
bro.
man.
They
Listen,
both play for United. They both like.
I know.
whether you like them or not. Like it's like when you used to do it with Rashford and Martial. Stop comparing them. They both play for United.
yeah, man.
Fucking hell, man.
Bro, we need,
Bro.
to, we need to stop that. We need to stop that,
It
man.
makes
I
no
can't lie
type of sense like slander Garnacho. It's like Garnacho's, I don't believe is good enough. Same way I don't think Sancho should be played out wide either. So
Yeah.
like, what we talking about? Like double A hit the nail on the head. Why are we comparing the two? Slandering Sancho don't make Garnacho any better, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It makes no
True. It's true.
baffling. Makes no type of sense. How about we just go buy better? That's what we
Bro,
need to do. How about we just get better players?
Personally, I like Garnacho. I think a 20-year-old kid.
Bro, I keep saying it, man.
I like him, man. I think
Off the bench,
I think yeah, bro. This is my whole thing last season. Is for me, and it's the same thing's gonna happen with Manu. The fact we're in this position is we have to overuse these kids, and that was never the way. Manchester United, we drip fed them minutes, and they learned from the bench, and they came in and learned to play the game. Like the problem I have, especially Garnacho, because I think Garnacho gets so much shit that he doesn't deserve. Like the kid's doing the best he can at 20 years old, but people act like he should be world class minute one, and then they compare him to players that have been world class for minute one that are generational talents. Like, I always say this: not every player develops exactly the same, and you have to be patient with young players. And I'm very patient with Garnacho because I think there is something there. I'm not saying he's going to be the next world class player, but I think he will be a very, very good player for Manchester United as long as he's here. But I agree with what Flawless is saying right now at this minute. I would say he should be a player that has two world-class forwards in his position that he's learning from, but we have to overuse him and he can't come from the bench because we're shit. And that's my problem with everything that happens with young players at Manchester United. And if people screaming Manu, the same thing could happen to him. Because I even remember last season he was getting stick, and it was like, oh, the shine's gone off him now because he's losing his. And it's like, bro, like when the whole Wharton thing, he's like, oh yeah, Wharton's better after one fucking game. It's like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, let these kids learn the game, play the game.
Yeah, let them cook.
Give them. I'm not saying we have to give them 2-3 years of chances. Let's see where they are in 2-3 years when they start to approach anything near their potential or their peak. They're nowhere near that right now.
Let's discuss the midfield. You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't know what's going on with that midfield situation. I'm a bit concerned that because now Casemiro is staying, guys. For all those that are not, saying that he's leaving and whatnot. The manager spoke about it yesterday. He said, "I don't have any signal he won't stay at the club. We are very happy with that." So it looks like Casemiro's staying right now. Let me just get this super chat before we move on to midfielders. Sancho has been here 3 years, ain't done nothing yet. You might give excuses for him and blame it Eric Ten Hag. He gave this brother 3 months off. Stop with excuses. Get him out. Cool. That's fair enough. That's your opinion. Mike, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Who gave him excuses?
But I don't think anybody gave excuses. I've demanded more from Sancho. We've all demanded more from Sancho.
Yeah, I said last summer, I was the one who said, hey, we should sell Sancho.
Yeah.
Last summer.
There you go. If we could cash in on him, do it.
And even this summer, I look at it and I go, I think we should move him on as well, because I don't think he gets the game time or is played correctly. But hey, big up to Mike, though. Big up Mike.
I don't think he's suited to the Premier League. I think we should sell him, because I don't think he'll be successful in the Premier League, personally. But
if you could just quickly, if you could do a swap deal, would that kind of help you, or do you want money
for who?
Swapping for who?
Yeah. Swap deal. Let's say
Vinny Jr. Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at the deals. Let's look at PSG. Who would you want to swap him for?
Nah, no one. They can keep their
players. You bring in a guy in, don't you? You get that midfield side.
We can replace him with other, like, it don't have to be like for like. It could just be another player from PSG.
Yeah. To be fair, if you want a guy, then I don't mind.
Yeah, you can go get a Ruiz. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do a deep dive into his DNA. See if he's got some bask in him.
But let's be realistic. We're not getting Fatinia, man. Relax, Savvy. Relax.
That's what I was thinking. Ruiz, Vitinho. One of them, one of them ballers, Ruiz or Vitinho. But in regards to it, if there's a swap deal there to be done, then do it. But you could still generate money for him. I do agree with Double A to an extent. I don't think he can play out wide in the Premier League. I think as a central player, false nine, I think he could do the business. But I don't think his manager consistently plays him there. We've got Bruno and Matt who plays there over him. You got Xerxes, you got Highland. So he isn't going to get the game time. So move him on before it gets bad. Before it becomes toxic again and their relationship not even breaks down. I think just resurfaces.
The sad thing for me, Flawless, is I wanted him so bad. After seeing what he did at Dortmund, I couldn't wait for United to sign him. Really gasped for it. And then what I've never seen in the United shirt, even last season he went back to Dortmund and we've seen all these comps of him in the Champions League. Fucking fullbacks, doing his step overs, taking man on. Never seen it once for United, mate. Doesn't have the balls to take a man on. He's too safe and he doesn't trust himself because, like I said about Anthony, fullbacks in the Premier League will lock you up quick and they will switch on and know exactly how you play. And they'll just double up, or they'll learn how which way you're going to go, what you're going to do. And they'll stop it at source from minute one. We see Anthony all the time, and they put him onto his right foot or after making cutting wild crosses and that. Wow. Sancho's the same for me. He plays far too safe and within himself, and I just don't think he can be unlocked in the Premier League, sadly.
Big up Grace says, whenever Manu gets subbed last season, people start crying. Too much over-reliance on young players because of experience playing ain't performing. Listen, Manu right now is going to have to be he's a starter right now. Whether we ain't got no one to replace him with, let's be honest. But he looked a bit like leggy yesterday. Obviously, he's just come back on that, but he looked a bit rusty yesterday, which is fair. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, bro, Ugarte and one more, man. But Sander Berge, apparently they're asking for 30 million. I don't know whether that's true or not, but you know what I mean?
And 100 grand as well. You must be
what?
From what I've heard, they want 30 mil and he wants 100 grand.
Bro, these guys are moving mad. You know, who do you think seriously, who do you not think you are, man? Like,
no. Come on, mate. Because it's fair. Because they think Manchester United will fucking give it me. Like what?
No, I swear down, man. They're smoking budge, man. Like these man, I swear down, like. Bro, Ilias need to let them know, bro. You ain't getting that cheese round. What's he on now? Sander Berge.
Bro, I won't even have him at Manchester United. Are you mad? Like, bro, I guarantee every single United fan and all these certain people, I stayed quiet the other night on your stream, but everyone on that stream was busting one out over him.
40 grand a week.
Bro, they weren't giving it all this.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I don't even care, bro. It's true. I'm not even bothered because that's how it felt. Like these man, wouldn't have even put Sander Berge in their top 30.
But that's the reality of the situation right now. We're in.
Right, so you can't start turning around going, actually, you know what? We've stumbled on gold here, with Sander Berge. No one gives a fuck about him. And let's be honest, if you're saying he's a great signing to come into this team. He's going to transform us what we need, or he's just coming in to be a bench player. I'd rather miss out on it because it's not worth it for me. There's better signings out there that can do better for us, like a Fofana. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot better players out there that we could go and get. Sander Berge, listen, I ain't even talking about the relegations or anything like that, but it's not a signing that I want to see Manchester United make at all. So
I hear that it was an addition. Like, I've not watched Sanderberg like that. From what I've been told, he's a decent player. The price point at that point was supposed to be much better than 30 million. If he just came in as a squad player, I don't really have an issue with that. But you mentioned there Fofana, for example, I think it should be him, and because we're just so bare in terms of quality in that area, it's like we need multiple players. So if we were to go get Sanderberg, say it was 20 M's, I'm not against it, but it has to be him and a Fofana, or him and an Agati. Yeah, like there needs to be multiple additions there. So I wasn't really against it. I'm like, all right, cool. I've been saying that about Manchester United. I'd rather we go for him, who's more of an unknown, than a Rabiot. That's what
30 million's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Price point is correct. Yeah. 30 million is ridiculous. Like they were saying 20 million, you're cool. 30 million, no.
Double A, I know you got a dip, man. Love, man, for coming on. Man.
Yeah, brothers, I'm gone. Enjoy the rest of your show. Big up the best chat on YouTube. Big up my hype man, Flawless. Big up my twin, Ash. And big up Saeed, obviously the best channel on YouTube. Go and subscribe to the FCAA. I've got a couple of videos coming out. I'm probably going to do a vlog for the first game of the season. So I'll be chatting to a few of you. Are you there, Ash, on Friday?
Yeah.
Make sure we all meet up because I want to come and chat to you. A couple of questions to ask as always. Go and subscribe to FCAA if you haven't already. I've not even got 500 subscribers, so you're taking the piss out of me.
Crazy.
But yeah, a couple of videos this week. I'll see you all later. Enjoy the rest of the week. I'm not forward to Friday.
Big up Double A, man. Big up Double A. Love, man. Love as always, man. Big up to you. Double A. Sancho, not too safe in the Premier League, or hasn't got the balls. Dribbling requires threat of pass movement from others. You can't just dribble. Shout out to Adam, man. Always love, man. Big up to you, my guy. But yeah, going back to midfield. Listen, you know what it is? I'm just like, you know what, man? Just bring him in it. If you like, just bring him, bro. Like, you know what it is? We need bodies, but he's not a shit player. He's a player that would improve us. He's better than McTominay. Tell you that for once, you know what I mean? Ericsson as well hasn't got the legs. He'll bring that kind of that presence in midfield. And I think we actually need him. And then obviously you got Fofana, which is a bit of a mad one. I don't know what's going on with Fofana. It could be a last mad week, man. This next week could be a mad week, man. You know what I mean? Before the game. Yeah, because they did say that Man United are going to be busy. We got Mama through the door. What's his name? Mazarawi's through the door. So, you know what I mean, bro? Like, there are things happening. It's just going to come out of nowhere. I didn't think that thing would happen before the game. It came out of nowhere, man. Like, swear down. That signings came out of nowhere. Here we go. The agreement, it came out of nowhere. And now Wan-Bissaka's left as well. Wan-Bissaka is not left. He's just about leaving. Apparently, there's some complications with his...
what's the complications?
Something about... I don't know.
Is the Mazarawi deal not dependent on that deal happening?
No, I think it's saying it's done, but it's like he was meant to have the medical today, but apparently it's been delayed or something like that. But it should be done anyway. It should be done. But yeah, what are you saying midfield wise? Like, should we be picky or should we just like be grateful? What's the situation?
Go on. Yeah, I think we've got to be appreciate Flawless. Yeah, I think we've got to be picky because we're in a situation where we can't just be signing players like we've seen with Ericsson and Casemiro and then being stuck again seasons later. Like, we need a new midfield. I mean, Sanderberg, what kind of profile does he fit? Who does he replace? Where does he play in this team? What are you doing? Can he play next to Kobe Mainoo? I don't think so personally. Is he going to be playing next to Agate? You know, what happens with Casemiro then? For me, I'd rather us getting a guy, and then again, I still feel like we need more of a defensive profile to back up Casemiro, because Casemiro himself isn't really a defensive profile. He's not got legs anymore to be able to do that job, to be putting out fires and to be kind of screening the back four. You see him lunge. The amount of times he goes and lunges into challenges, you know, where and then there's space left behind him. We desperately need someone who can just screen that back four and just go put out fires, and that's what we desperately need from. And Sanderberg's not that guy. He's not someone who's good in the tackle. Agate's not really good in the tackle deep either. He's much better higher up the field, you know, pressing. and he's much better at Casemiro at doing that. So it's, for me, I feel like a lot of the midfield just being misprofiled at the moment. I don't know what Ten Hag really wants to play with. I don't know if he wants to play with two. Sorry, wants to play with 2 6s, a single 6. Like, it just seems mad. Or, you know, it's to me. I'm seeing all sorts of profiles in the midfield, but I'm not seeing anything there that's getting us to control the midfield. Zubimendi would be fantastic. I'd love Zubimendi. Yeah, he'd be.
I would love him.
Sandenberg, I think, would be like, from what I've been told, he would be the guy if he was here. He'd be like the replacement for Maino, not to play over Maino, but when Maino doesn't play, he'd play alongside an Agate or a Casemiro, for example. That's why I want us to get Fofana. I do agree that we need. I think Sandenberg's needed. Sandenberg is needed in regards to somebody else to replace Maino. So whether that's somebody better or whether that's someone of the same level or a squad player to back him up, and you go get a Fofana as well, then we cooking. Like, that's what it is. You need that, and additionally in there as well. Will we get 2 midfielders? Who knows? We're saying we're definitely going to get 1, and 2 is dependent on outgoings. So,
but my thing is, the way we're playing right now, I don't think it needs a controlling midfielder because we're not playing that way. So people are asking for Zubimendi, but the way we're playing football right now, it's not to control games. It's to outwork, it's to outpress, it's to play up high up the pitch, win the ball high up the pitch. I don't think it, like, right now, the way we're playing don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? You might get a bit of build-up from the back with the Sancho and whatnot and maybe Bazarawi. But the way we're playing right now, I don't think it is to keep the ball, you know. Like, we're not going to be the best possession team in the world, but what we are maybe going to be is a team that is efficient, that plays from the front and wins the ball up the front. Because you see it, the way the 4-man press, you've seen it? The 4-man press up the pitch. So that's what Ten Hag wants to do. He wants to press up the pitch, win the ball there, and then transition quick, win, and then score the goals. That's what is. But obviously, yesterday we kept the space. Like we did, like Casemiro played unbelievably well, shock, because there was no space.
I thought he played well.
He played well yesterday because
he covered ground as well. He did well.
You know,
he challenged well. He was good on the ball.
And that's something that I think Ranissa always talk about. Like we press as a unit, we defend as a unit. So I feel like for me, it's one of them. Like with that system, though, it is going to be a lot of injuries because you are running around a lot, and there's no control there. But at the same time, I'd rather now just buy players that are suited to that system rather than going and buying a guy who maybe is good on the ball and whatnot, but then isn't got the legs maybe or whatever, or maybe isn't physical enough in that midfield. See what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Saeed, but for me, I feel like you need to control games in Premier League and world football. You need to be able to control games. That style there, unless you've got elite ballers all across the field, like something that you saw with Klopp. With Klopp's little title runs, and you saw the quality of there to be able to maintain that kind of high intensity, the press, the winning the ball back high up in transitions, and then just the speed that was involved. But they're quality players across the field. Like almost all of their players were fantastic footballers. We've not got that kind of quality. You look at the Man Cities. You look at just teams. You look at Arsenal. How do they play? They control the game. They control the ball. You know what I mean? And they keep possession, which tires the opposition. We can't win a Premier League in its current state, playing the way Ten Hag wants to play. We need someone like a Zubimendi, like a João Neves, someone who can control and dictate the play from deep. And when we do lose the ball, then we can press. But this idea of constant and consistent press, I think it works in the Dutch league, you know, where players are overwhelmed and teams are overwhelmed and they can't think through it. But how many times did we try to do that last season where we tried to press up a little bit and then we were just cut through? You saw it in the Wolves game. We got torn apart multiple times where big spaces in the midfield. These teams that we're playing in the Premier League, international players with top-tier coaches that understand and are able to play through these lines. And I just feel like what Ten Hag's trying to do with his style, it's not going to work in the Premier League. It's not something that we need to be looking more at, like controlling the possession and controlling the play. And maybe that's not going to be the case going forward, but I don't think we're going to succeed playing the way we play at the moment. I just think we have to secure the midfield, especially the way football's going at the moment.
Big up Adam says, regardless of the style, we still need footballers. I hear that. Yeah. Villa have 0 players over 150k. Wow. Yeah, big up to Nate as well. You know, I hear that at this point here. Now we do need footballers because at the end of the day, bro, you can't survive. But I'm like, bro, this is why for me Mason Mount is like, Bro, it's just baffling, bro, because, bro, that man's not really good at anything apart from maybe having a bit of energy and pressing the air.
Yeah,
But on
he's
the
a
ball,
cardio runner. He's an Olympian, man. He's a 1,500-meter runner. That's what he is. He runs around.
man.
That's it. He's just out there doing cardio and will hurry and close down. And the fact that we're talking about the manager's potential style not being about controlling game is extremely concerning. Why don't you want? That's in anything in particular, a professional sport at the highest level. One thing you want to be is in control. Any team sport, any individual sport, no matter what sport you are playing, you want to be in control. If you are out of control, then something's wrong. It don't matter if it's boxing, it doesn't matter if it's UFC, it doesn't matter if it's Formula One. You want to be in control of whatever is going on. And that doesn't seem to be the way we want to go. And him playing Mounts and Brunos and Garnacho's play, because it's about the running and Rashford's. It's about running. And yes, you need that, but it has to be also tied in with talent and technical players on the ball.
I mean,
traps. All good, fam. No stress. All good. Yeah, Ash, floor is yours, man. But you spot on with the point you was making, but I just don't. Yeah, it just don't look good.
Don't get wrong, Flawless. We can play like that, but we need much higher caliber of players. Do you know what I mean? We need much better quality.
And we're not going to get that. That's the problem.
Well, it's not what we're going to get. It's what we've got right now. So why are we trying to play this like mad intense system with players that can't play that way? Do you know what I mean? It's madness. You know what we did best yesterday was playing on the break. There's no denying it. We played on the break the best.
Yeah, we played on the break. Yeah. Facts.
You know, that's when we created chances. When we pressed high, okay, there was the odd chance we created, but there wasn't really anything there that compared to the Rashford chances where he hit on his left foot and it went just wide of the post, and the one in the first half where he just again, you know, just opened his body and that went far right hand side of the post. So, but all them chances we had yesterday, or at least the majority of the chances we had that were good chances, good opportunities against Man City, came off the break. You know, and the fact that we're going away from that, and I want to go away from it, but it's not with these players. We can't move away from it with these players until we get a linchpin in the midfield who can control and dictate the play. You know, can have the midfielders. Right now, we've not got that. Casemiro's not got the passing ability. He's not got the quality to be able to feed players in and then pass and move like a Zubimendi or a João Neves can do. And that's what we need really right now. And Sanderberg's not that guy. Gart is not that guy. I was hoping that we'd get João Neves. He's gone to PSG. We were quoted like 120 million. He ended up going there for 55 million. I don't know what that nonsense was about. You know what I mean? You know how we can't put in those kind of bids, but Zubimendi's there to be had right now. Apparently, his buyout clause is what, 60 million euros. This talk he doesn't want to leave because he doesn't want to leave Spain. You know, the sunshine. I can't blame him, but I mean, it's pretty nice to Manchester right now. But you know what it's like, saying at Old Trafford in December and all that cold. Yeah, so I can't blame him. But for me, the way Ten Hag's going to succeed with these players right now is getting a controller in the midfield. And that is not we're just not going that way. So I can't see any success with us. And okay, I might be a bit pessimistic with it all, but you know, it's for me, we need to control more of play, especially against the bigger sides and this donut in the midfield that we've been seeing last season. We're going to see all time and time again this season. We're going to see big holes, big gaping holes, because Casemiro is still going to play and he's still not got the legs. So his legs still aren't there. So he's going to be our main man who's Kobe's going to be wandering. Bruno's going to be wandering. You know, to me, it's going to be wandering. Players going to be wandering, and those big gaps are going to be there. Once we try and press up, and Casemiro's just in behind, we're going to be cut through. So we need a controller in the midfield, and we always succeeded with controllers in the midfield. As Manchester United, we've always succeeded with controllers. You look at. You look at Man City right now, you look at what Rodri does for them. I mean, you need it at the very elite level. You need it. And I just feel like that is a gaping hole or a blind spot that Ten Hag somehow just not seeing at the moment.
Traps, what are you saying, man? United, business-wise. Yeah, big up Traps in the building as well. Hit the lights up, people. Still 1.4K in the building. What are you saying, Traps, man?
Nothing. I'm just enjoying the sun, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in Manchester. You got to enjoy that,
bro. I'm telling you, especially in Manchester, 100%.
It was raining like yesterday.
Yep.
And now today it's all 30 degrees. I'm enjoying it, man. I don't know what you're even doing in it.
We're just talking, man. We're just chilling.
Working man traps. That's what it is.
Ash looks like he's got the aircon on right now. He looks like he's easy right now. The aircon, he's chilling.
Yeah, I mean they got the aircon. You know what it was, Traps. A couple of years ago, we had that summer a couple of years ago. I think it was in lockdown. It was just too hot, and I thought we need an aircon. And we got one this summer. It's been one of the best investments in life. Like you know what it's like when you go abroad and it's nice and hot, and then you go to the hotel room and it's nice and cool, and you chill and you relax. That's what it's like in the house now. Do you know what I mean? I'm chill. It's nice and cool, so I appreciate it.
What do you think about United's midfield? What would you do in terms of midfield? Is it a concern for you, or are you kind of calm with the midfield area?
I mean, look, yeah. The midfield is the midfield, isn't it? You know already how you lot want it and what should happen in reality. But this is Man United, so Man United do things in a different way. But Ineos, I'm behind it. Traps Cliff, you know the name.
Traps Cliff.
Yeah, that's what they was calling me. That's gonna be Traps Cliff, innit?
Wow.
Yeah. You back in the Ineos thing? Is that what it was?
I'm fully behind it. I'll be honest with you, I'm fully behind it. Like I said, they've just don't get me wrong, yeah, like Musa said, yeah, everyone's getting gas because they put the gas and electric on. But reality is that they're doing stuff, and it's like I said, we all said it's not gonna take a season for it to turn it around. So the point is, they're stepping in the right direction. That's the midfield. But I think we're going to get Ugarte. I don't know what. I just think that the way it's set up over at PSG right now, apparently Ugarte wants us. I don't know because I ain't spoken to him. But they've got Neves, and is his name Neves?
Yeah, Neves.
Neves. They got Neves, and what they're going to do with Ugarte? If he wants to go somewhere, they're going to have to come back to the table and negotiate. But 70 million. Got no chance, and that's a good thing. And this is what I was telling people the other day about walking away from deals, and we were talking about 5 millions and this millions and that millions. Now 2 players have come in, and the notorious player, yeah, the bandit that everyone wants out is still here, yeah, but these players are coming in. So for me, transfer window's not closed yet. I can't moan. I just can't moan right now because it's not like I said, it's the first game of the season, or how many games? It's like 2 or 3 games in before the transfer window closes, and it's like I'm looking like raw. What's going on? There's nothing here. I believe that Ineos has still got something in them, and yeah, I just think that they'll land a midfielder because, like we said, the obviously last season and that Ten Hag was in charge and that with his Ajax signings that can't play Ajax football and all that extra stuff that he was doing. But this now, you've got like the Wilcoxes around, and you've got the Ashworths around. They're gonna know these things. They're gonna say, because you have to remember they at the beginning they did sit at the table for Ugarte. They sat at the table for him, so it's gonna be in their mind that we need a midfielder. So I would just sit tight, enjoy the sun, yeah, and just relax, man.
Yeah, I think for me, 2-3 more signings. You know, I mean, midfield has to be key. That midfield area, like I said, man, can't be relying on Casemiro every week. You know what I mean? You got to get support around him. Kobe Mainu, 1 more season. You know what I mean? It's just basically first full season because it started, November time, came in at United. So first full season there. And then obviously, you know what I mean? Get rid of McTominay this week, maybe. But Fulham are cheeky, you know. You see Fulham today. They bidded 20 million for Anderson. I'm like, 20 million? That these men are so cheeky, fam.
Joachim Anderson?
Yeah, Joachim Anderson, yeah.
Okay. That'll be a good signing.
20 million. I was like, yo, are you guys crazy, man? You can't bid for 20 million for Joachim Anderson. You'd at least put 40 million on him. So I think Fulham are just cheeky, man. You know what I mean?
There you go then. So that's something to say, but you want us to accept things. Look what they're going around and doing. Fulham are going around and they can just do this.
Yeah.
Fulham need to know that Fulham is Fulham. Do you understand? Fulham is Fulham. If you want players that come from Man United, you need to pay the premium. And I don't care, 5 million. Pay me in full, yeah? Full. Pay me in full. If it's 25 million, pay. Because what you have to remember is, yeah, we never approached them, you know. They approached us.
Yeah, I know.
So when man approached you, this is the price. So you knew the price before you even came here. But Fulham, you can't be letting Fulham undercut you because who the hell are Fulham?
Fulham beat us, and they might beat us again. You know what I mean? So we gotta be careful, man. You know the ones there. So I think considering some of the other players on high wages, no surprise Bruno's getting a new deal. You know, I get that. You know, it is what it is, man. Why are we twerking for Ugarte? He's bang average. Listen, man, broski, in like now in football, I think most players are like when you look at him, like it's like
He's better than bang average. He's a good player, man.
He's
A guy is a good
player.
player. He's a good player.
Who's twerking though? Like
We're
the
not-
reality is, we're saying we want a midfielder. That's the midfielder they're going for. I'm not twerking for. I'm not telling you Agate is great. Agate is gonna transform the midfield.
I knew he was gonna say that. Yo.
You get me? That's
I knew he was
what I'm
gonna
getting.
He did towards the end. He did towards the end. He transformed that shit and actually made us win the FA Cup. So he did transform us.
But he's paying for a contract, man. Allow it, man.
Nah, man, don't do that, man.
Nah, man.
Amrabat did his thing towards the end, but he saved Ten Hag's job.
Man was running around saying, I'm going to lose my job.
And Shots is killing me, man. Now, Agate is what we need, man. We need a high pressing, you know what I mean, machine. And he does that, man. He presses hard. He comes in hard. He, you know what I mean?
Hey,
And
yo.
yeah, that
That is crazy.
he's tenacious, though. He's tenacious.
That is a crazy one, saying, hey, yo.
Nah, listen, man, we don't get it, man.
So what's going on with this Sanderberg guy?
Sanderberg, I don't know, you know. I actually don't know what's going on with him, man. I actually don't know.
Someone said Sanderberg, we're better off with a Sander from B&Q. Someone said that.
Wow. That's
Listen,
crazy.
But what's the chance of getting both of them though?
They should be both. I think because of the price points they're looking at, you could get both, and that's what we need.
I think it should be both. Especially if we get the money from McTominay. I think it should be both.
It should be both. Without that, it should be both. I'm
hearing that Lindelof's nearly out the door. And who else? It was another.
Yeah,
player.
Lindelof's going. Apparently, Lindelof
apparently
is.
going where?
Yeah, apparently they say
Seville.
But I don't know if it's a good source or not yet. But Lindelof apparently is pushing. They're pushing for an exit for him. Hannibal, Palestri as well. Like, yo, man, these man, Facundo, Hannibal, Palestri, they're the ones. But 40 million. I don't know what you're smoking there, man.
No.
You'll probably get about 20, 25 for that, man.
You can get 15 for things there.
For Lindelof.
You can get 15 for Palistri. Maybe you can get 20 for Palistri with add-ons, yeah? So you might get a 10 million
with add-ons.
plus add-ons, yeah? Or 15 plus add-ons. Hannibal, I don't know. I thought Hannibal was gone. How did he man snuck back into the
Yeah,
team?
because we never sold him. We never sold him. We loaned him out. Yeah, that's the problem with us. We don't loan out correctly. You know what I mean? He went to Sevilla, had a bust up with a manager apparently, and then went somewhere else. You know what I mean? So it's like it's that one there we kind of messed up big time with that one, yeah. But Lindelof, they're saying 6 million around there, man.
Yeah, but even Lindelof's 30 now, innit? So whatever, innit? Like Lindelof's dead. He's Deadwood now, innit? To be honest with you. But I'd take 6 million for him, to be honest, because that's what it is, innit? But what about Hannibal? How much is he worth?
I reckon about 5 million tops, man. 5 million tops. You know what I mean?
5 million.
Yeah, 5 million.
Like that. Yeah, that's about right.
They're saying United's deal for Mazraoui is dependent on Wan-Bissaka going. Yeah, he's pretty much done deal, man.
That's what I saw. Here we go this morning.
Yeah, we got here we go for him, man. I don't know why people keep talking about that one.
Wan-Bissaka, because it's been delayed. It's been delayed, right? You put the comment,
delayed, but I don't think it's like proper delayed. You know what I mean? Like it's still on. It's not like it's over. It's just obviously delayed in terms of the medical. That's all it is. Let me just quickly read something about that one there. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, nothing. Damage is correct. It should all get sorted. But as I always say, it's not done until it's done. People can change things. I think it's around when payments are made or seeking clarity. It's why I won't do emojis till pen on paper, but should be fine. Yeah, man. I just think it's scaremongering. I don't know why people just said it, man. So I think it's for me. Sky Sports are trying to milk it a little bit. You feel me? Like they don't like Man United doing signings and getting shit done. You feel me? That's not what Man United do. They want to make it a drama. Like this McTominay thing, they're loving it right now.
Yeah, but the McTominay thing's not really a drama. There's no Fulham's not matched the valuation.
Yeah,
and that's the end of that. There's not been nothing else going on. So the reality of it is, they need to just come in and pay the money, innit? Because we can't keep doing this as a club. As a club, I know people are saying, it's McTominay, he's detrimental to this, he's detrimental to that. But what's more detrimental is that every time we go to selling players, we are selling them for stupid money, and we can't do anything with the dough. Because the reality of it is that if, say, for instance, we do sell Lindelof for 6 million and we sell Hannibal for 5 million. What's that doing for us in the transfer for market? That's not really doing much. But it's like Tesco's right now. Every little helps. Though.
Every little helps, though, man.
You know what? That's what the man are worth. Like, that man ain't worth no good money. If that's what's being offered for them, that's what's being offered for them. We can put whatever price we want on them. But if people don't want to stump up, the teams ain't banging down the door to come get Lindelof or Hannibal.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, in the long run, when you eventually get rid of these players, whether they're free or not, or you let it run down or whatnot, the next batch of signings that you get in, Barada's already said, and I'm holding him to this, because he said it
2 years
before he even came here, that if you don't perform in 2 years, you're gone. So all I'm saying is that anyone that comes through that door, see, by the time this is due for an upgrade, these men are gone, These men are gone, So if they're not performing, if they perform, they stay, whatever. If they're not,
so like Mason Mount next year.
So Mason Mount next year, he's got to be gone.
If he's not performing,
If he's not performing, but the reality of it is, from what I can see, anyway, is that these man, all these men that are coming in now, have to hit the ground running. Have to hit, and in the long run, when we get to transferring them out, we're not going to be end up buying players for 50, 60, 70 million and selling them for 4 million. And that's ridiculous. The valuations are correct, man.
Yeah, facts, 100%. I think that one there, when you look at it in terms of the sales right now, after this one, you're looking at they're all going to be free. They're going to be gone. So Maguire will be gone. What do you call it? Evans will be gone. You'll see Lindelof go. You'll see McTominay should be going. McTominay's contract run out. If he stays this year, he's run out in the next year, isn't it?
Yeah, 2025.
2025, right?
Yeah.
Let me know in the chat.
But we rejecting bids for him. Was it 20 million we rejected from McTominay?
So at least, this is probably the last summer that any of us have to deal with all of this shit anyway. You know what I mean? Because next summer, there ain't no kind of waiting around. You know what I mean? There ain't no kind of waiting for people to leave. Ericsson last year as well. So I think people are saying, you know what? Let me take my last little money right now. And then that's it. Like all these guys are going to be gone. Maybe we have to suffer for 1 year. I don't know.
Yeah, but McTominay could easily go and get like 50, 60 bags a week.
He's already on that right now.
He could get that.
I don't know. Maybe he wants more. I don't know what he wants. I don't know.
He could get that.
Yeah. The way we kicked out De Gea, can't kick out these bums. Yeah, De Gea was out. De Gea was out of contract, so it was easy to say bye-bye, innit? You know what I mean? We didn't really give him a contract, by the way. Trump and Deadwood would be gone next year. That's what I'm saying. So I'm calm about the situation because it's like it is what it is. The game is a game, innit? Like certain man want to chill for 1 more year, cool. But at least next year, no contracts. Like the only person like will be getting a new contract next year will be Amad Diallo, and Kobe Manu as well. Them two are the only ones that are getting new contracts next year. Facts. Is anyone else? Is anyone else?
Who knows, man? Bruno got a new deal. Who knows? Who knows with these guys? Who knows?
I don't know if anyone else. Maybe Leacher might get an improved deal, but I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully he can stay fit for the season.
I don't see anybody else looking like they need a new deal. They don't need a new deal. So, do you know what I mean? It's only Manu getting an improved contract, and then it's Amad Diallo because his contract runs out next year. So we've got to be very, very careful, man, because if you don't get game time, he might be knocking on the door to another club saying, listen, I'm free. Free agent Amad Diallo. Imagine that. Absolutely. You're absolutely laughing, mate. I
think if they're going to give him a new deal, they'll give it this year.
But he also have some game time though as well. You know what I mean? He has to have
one to sign the deal, innit?
Yeah.
That's the one to sign the deal. Because if you don't want to sign the deal, no.
Go on, Ash.
No, I was finished.
I personally think that that Diallo's nailed down that right ring spot.
You know what, Traps, though? The good thing is we don't need to worry about that right spot now because we've got Garnacho there, we've got Amad there. Let them fight that over the season. Do you know what I mean? Just keep replacing whoever's not performing them. Just keep cycling through them until someone nails down that spot. So we're good on that. We don't need to worry about that. Like what Saeed's saying there, we definitely need to nail him down to a contract because his quality is clear. We have to nail him down to a contract. Yeah. And then it's McTominay.
No, Amad Diallo's got a +1 on it, so
okay,
that's not too bad then. You know what I mean?
Don't we do those weird +1s where they get a fee of if they sign up +1, they get a fee of the transfer once?
Yeah, that's what's happened with all these players.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It makes them almost force a move then, doesn't it, in that last one? So I mean, for me, you got to be tying Amad down for a couple of seasons. for sure, because the quality's there.
What's Ahmed on now? How much?
He's on like 36 grand a week, bro. He's on
you could
peanuts.
easily renegotiate his contract.
Yeah, double that.
You double that. So give him 70 grand a week. Yeah, 5 years.
Oh no, it's McTominay, not Ahmad. Nah, McTominay, this is his last year, bro. What are you talking about?
McTominay 2025 his contract runs out.
Huh?
But he might have a year.
Might have a +1, yeah. He might have a +1 option.
Can't be, man. Someone go verify that.
No,
man.
he might. You know, that's why these lot are moving. They're moving because they might think, bro, like we don't have to. We can still cash in. They might think to themselves, this 20 million, we can cash in this 20 million next season. We can get 20 because you're gonna get 20 million for Scott. Yeah, he's not flipping over the hill. And at the end of the day, like I said, any player that's scoring like 15, 16 goals in a season for club and country, if he plays for any other club, 30 million is light work for the player. Yeah, you're getting the 30 million. You know what I mean? So it's if I think personally they if they've got another option, find that out, check that out and find that out. If they've got another year, that's why they're moving like this, because they're not going to move him on for no less. Yeah,
if that's true, then yeah, that's crazy, man. Also talks of Hermoso from Atletico Madrid. United, apparently he's interested in a move as well. I wouldn't mind that signing for me, man. He's very versatile, man. I watched him in La Liga. He's a good player, man.
They're free
transfer.
Yeah, for free. Yeah,
play left side of centre back. You know what I mean?
We are scraping the bargain basement right now.
Bro, listen, man. This is the reality, bro. You know what I mean? But then again, there's some good free transfers, and he's a good free transfer.
So we still finishing top 4, Saeed?
Hey?
Are we still finishing top 4?
If you go get them 2 midfielders in, you get Hermoso, I think United, can get top 4.
All right, cool. Let's add in one midfielder to what we've got. We'll add in De Ligt as
one midfielder, then you can get top 4, but not top 3. We need 2 midfielders. Two midfielders.
Just need players to stay fit. You just stay fit. You get the back line fit. You get Martinez and De Ligt all season. Do you know what I mean? You get the midfield. You get Kobe Mainu and Casemiro or Ogati, whoever, staying fit. You get the forward line staying fit. And yeah, we can push for it, I think. It's this idea of keeping everyone fit. I mean, you've already seen this season, everyone dropping like flies. It's before we even started the season. So
yeah. But where does the confidence come from? Is it more the team or is it the manager? Or is it combined both? I don't know.
I think top 4 is the bare minimum here.
Bare minimum.
No. But Traps, Traps, is it the bare minimum you expect, or are we talking what you think will happen? Okay, so that's what you expect. What do you think the team can do?
I think they.
What's it capable of?
I think they can do it. I think they can. I think they can get top. Like, man, say top 3, whatever. I don't business about any of that because, but 2nd to 4th is Champions League football. Don't care.
Yeah, same thing. Do you think this team can finish? Do you think this team as constructed can finish top 4?
Yeah, I think they can.
Really?
Yes, I think they can. Yeah, I think they can. I think they can. Because what you have to remember as well, is that if you look around us, all right, you can say that Chelsea are signing. Chelsea have got 400 players that to find their best 11 from, and some manager who's never even. Obviously, he's got experience as a number 3 at Man City, but has been a top dog, especially at that club, especially with them, man. Yeah. It's you know what I mean? It's not a given for them. Spurs are Spurs, it's not a given for them. Yeah, Liverpool, obviously, Arne Slot, don't really know nothing about him too tough, but Liverpool have a good team. So they are more likely to finish in the top 3. Arsenal, Man City should, based off of the teams and what's been going on in recent times, should be 1st and 2nd and be battling it out. So that 4th spot, for me, looking around, I'd be honest with you. I think the only team that I would say could is Villa. That is, I think Villa's the threat. And you know what? I think Villa's the threat, and I think West Ham's the dark horse.
Okay.
West Ham, I'm saying.
Who's scoring our goals, Traps?
Well, the goals have got to be shared between.
No, not where they should come from. I'm asking you, who you think scores our goals for us to finish top 4?
I think Rashford scores the goals. He gets a purple patch. He gets his annual purple patch. Mm-hmm. I think Garnacho, he'll get 10.
Garnacho will get 10.
He'll get 10. He'll get in between 10 and 15 all competitions.
Yeah.
No. We're talking solely Premier League, not all comps. We're talking solely Premier League.
I reckon Garnacho can get 10.
He can get 10, yeah.
I reckon 10 in the Premier League.
Where's this confidence that Garnacho can get 10 goals?
Yeah, what did he get last season?
He got 8 last season. He got 8.
So I reckon he can get 10.
Get progression, yeah.
I reckon between Højlund and Xerxes, there's got to be at least 25 between them.
25 between them.
There's got to be 25 between them.
So one's getting 15 and one's getting 10.
Yeah.
So they both getting basically record best.
I wouldn't say well.
That is record best for those two. If Højlund gets 15, I know Xerxes scored 11.
We might play
Xerxes
them up
gets
front as well.
Højlund gets 10.
We might play 2 up top.
So where's Bruno and Mount playing then? If those two are playing up together?
Obviously, Bruno will chip in with his annual 10.
Yeah.
Bruno, I believe, will get 10 because of penalty. If Xerxes and Højlund are getting 25, where are Bruno and Mount playing if they're playing as a pair?
I think obviously it depends on the system we're playing in. Obviously,
this is what I'm talking about.
Sometimes we play Bruno on the right.
Hey, Flawless, you're asking me about goals. You're not asking me about tactics.
No. I didn't ask you about. I'm asking you about goals. So that ties into it. If Saeed just said those two are playing up top together. So if those two are playing up top together, where are Bruno and Mount playing?
Obviously, it depends on what
they're
kind
not, because we know
right
Bruno's
now.
playing, so it's one or the other. So to get 25 goals from
that was rotation. Obviously,
this manager don't rotate.
Well, listen.
When did he
must
play
rotate
every game. We know this. Bruno's fit for probably 38 or 37. He'll probably miss Anfield again on accident. You know what I'm saying? So he's playing 37.
I think scored off the bench as well. I think the fact that I reckon the manager will give 45 minutes each because he'll realize maybe one player's not playing over the other.
Again, and that ties into the manager. I just think.
Let's be honest. Let's be
25 goals from Xerxes and Højlund. I think it's crazy.
Bruno and Mount, Mount's holding bench, bro. You know this.
Yeah, Mount's holding bench.
Mount's holding bench, bro. Mount's holding bench. Mount's holding bench, man. And then you got obviously Casemiro. You might get a 5 out of Casemiro.
5,
You've told me about 30 goals, 35 goals. That's not enough to get to go.
No, 25, yeah.
Oh, 25. So wait, let's do the numbers. I love this. All right, let's do the numbers. I love this trap. So Xerxes getting what? No. Let's do the numbers individually.
25 between.
No, forget 25. All right, so we're saying 15 for Højlund or 15 for Xerxes. Which one?
No, 12 and a half each.
So 13 for 12 for the other, yeah?
Call it 20.
Okay, no.
Look, 12 and 13. 12 and 13.
Which one? Who do you want to say which one? So Højlund 13, Xerxes 12.
Just say 12 and 13 for argument's
Okay,
sake.
so
that can happen. That no flawless. That can happen. Højlund can do what he did last season. Get 13. Højlund can do that, and Xerxes can get 10.
Xerxes taken away from Højlund's game time. Højlund got 10 playing literally every bad at injuries. So he's going to get play less but score more goals. But let's run through it anyway so we don't get sidetracked. So Højlund 13, Xerxes 12. So that's 25. So we got 25 there. What's Rashford?
Rashford's purple patch is worth at least 15 goals.
15.
So Rashford 15. So that's 40. That's 40. Okay. What's gonna
Nacho's 10. That's 50.
That's 50. Okay.
Yeah, Casemiro's 5. Casemiro's 5.
Forget Casemiro. We do probably like Bruno's 10. That's what 60. What's that? 65?
Yeah.
65. That's
65 with Bruno. What's the
Ahmad 8.
8. Okay, 8.
55. So that.
Nah, you know what? Ahmad's gonna score goals this season.
No,
you know.
wait, that's 66. Let's finish this. That's 62. That's 62.
Hold on. Ahmad, I'm giving Ahmad 12.
Give me 10.
Okay, 10. No, let him say 12. Right, so that's 66.
How much is that?
That's 70, 66. That's 78.
Anthony 3.
That's 80.
Relax.
So our attacking 7 is getting 8. Wait, forget. So Sancho will give Sancho.
Bruno.
We added Bruno. So according to Traps, our front 7 is getting 80 league goals.
How many?
80. So you're saying front 7, 8. No, I'm saying this is what I'm saying. I think they can.
No, they're not getting nowhere near 80 goals. They're not.
Yeah, but even if they get 65 goals, 70 goals between them,
I don't think they get 65 between them.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
But you got to remember, Casemiro will get 5. Casemiro will get 5.
All right, so that's what 80. What we say now?
This is what we can expect. Yeah,
I think it's crazy to expect this from these men. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, this is XG.
I think it's crazy. We scored 57 league goals last season. Why all of a sudden are we almost doubling that?
We must get. So how much did we score last season?
57.
57
in total. No, not the front 7. Let me clarify that, Traps. Not the front 7 overall as a team. And now you're saying we scored 57 overall as a team, and you're saying our front attacking 7 by themselves are getting 80. So how many goals?
Oh, you know what it is? We have to. You know why we have to? I'm looking at the table. We have to. I'm looking at the table here. Chelsea in 6 got 77. Spurs got 74. Villa got 76. Liverpool got 86. Arsenal got 91, and Man City got 96. So top 6, he's getting 77 at a bare minimum. Do you know what I mean? So we have to get those
And
kind of
that's them,
numbers.
the thing is, that's them as a team, and this is the point I'm making. Them as a team are getting those numbers. Newcastle were the 4th highest scorers and got 85. Traps just said after the 7 getting 8.
Remember, I was talking about. We spoke about Bruno. We spoke about Casemiro.
Yeah.
Bruno might chip with some goals as well.
Yeah.
But
So how many goals are we scoring overall then, Traps? Is it 90 plus in the Premier League?
No, we're not scoring that. I'm just saying these are the numbers. At the start of the season, these are the numbers.
I'm gonna tweet it.
These are the numbers that man should be saying. This is what you need to get. This is what you need to get. I'm not saying they're gonna get, but they should be getting
But that's the question I'm asking: is the difference between expectation and what they are? I don't see Rashford getting 15 goals this season. I don't see Xerxes getting 12. I don't see Højlund getting 13. I don't see Garnacho getting 10. I think this is a pipe dream that we are from 80 goals. I don't think they're capable. No, under this manager, no, I don't think they're capable. No, under a different setup and a different system, are they capable of getting not those high numbers, but more numbers than I expect? Yes,
they're not even high
why
numbers.
they're gonna is they are for these for those then for them man, they're high numbers. Yes, they are.
Oh, listen, listen.
For them man, yes, they are. They personal best. Wait.
For Xerxes is a high number.
How many? What's Xerxes' highest total? What's the most?
It was 12.
Yeah, but you can't go off that though.
It's 11. No, of course.
Bologna. That was Bologna.
No, the reason why I can say that is because we're asking for personal best from all of these man, bar Bruno and Rashford. Yeah. You're asking for a personal best from Xerxes, a personal best from Højlund, a personal best from Garnacho, a personal best from Diallo. That is unrealistic in my eyes. That's completely unrealistic to ask 5 of your front 7 to all come and get personal best in the shit show of a team with this manager. I don't think that makes no sense from a logical standpoint.
You're talking about Højlund and that personal best and that.
Yeah.
But how many goals did Højlund get in the league? When 11?
10. But now you're saying he's getting 13.
How many goals did he score last
season? He was injured a bit as well.
You got 10. You got 10.
When it's 16.
And with no service.
I'm not classing all competitions. I'm saying Premier League only.
How many goals? I saw he scored 5 in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's Champions League. Oh, well and good. Not talking about Champions League. I'm talking in the league. I'm talking in the league.
You got 11 in the league.
So I'm asking to score 1 more goal than he scored last season.
You got 10. No, you said 13. You said 13.
No, 2 more goals. 2 more goals.
3 more goals from 3 more goals with less game time. Because he's going to get less. How are all these players playing to get all these goals?
Listen,
if Højlund's playing, wait. If Højlund's playing, that means Xerxes on the bench.
He's under pressure. That is,
but if Højlund, this is the point. People, we just saying these things. If Højlund plays less,
I don't see how you can't. Listen, I don't see how. Yeah, these men can't score these goals
because they're not that good. That's why. Because they're not good. This is why we scored 57 over. We
manager has to provide a system.
We scored 57 overall as a team last season, and now we're sat here talking about our front 7 getting 80 league goals.
Okay, can I change your predictions?
Okay, wait.
How many goals is Højlund going to score? How many goals is
Højlund going to score?
Højlund by 8 because he gets less game time.
All right, how many goals Bruno going to score?
10. He'll get his customary 10.
So 18.
All right. So how many goals? How many goals Rashford going to score?
I think about 8, 7. I don't see Rashford and getting this purple patch.
Yeah. How many goals Xerxes going to score?
About 7.
How many goals Diallo going to score?
35
or now. I think Diallo get like 3 or 4. Correct, I say 4. I say 4. It's game time.
How many Garnacho
39.
Score? How many Garnacho get?
About 7.
7.
Yeah.
Cool. 47. What are we on?
That's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying.
So 47 is completely different from 80.
47, so we're gonna get less than we got last season.
No. You're not listening. No. It's not about no. It's not no. It's not no. It's not less than last season because you're conflating the two arguments. Why I asked you was who was scoring our goals from an attacking standpoint. The whole team got 57. That's the difference. I think we'll get around that next season.
All right, so what?
Our whole team got 57.
Who do you think else is scoring? Casemiro's going to get a few.
I think we'll score around the same amount is the point I'm making. I think we get about 60. I think he gets like 5 or 6. We're getting about, that's the point I'm making. We're getting about the same amount of goals. I think we do better than last season, but marginally. I think we get like 60, 61, 62. Why are we getting 70, 80 goals all of a sudden? Where? What's changed? Apart from Xerxes. Xerxes the only change. What else has changed apart from Xerxes?
What do you mean? Man, in their second seasons now.
Who's in that? Højlund's in his second season. That's it. Højlund, Diallo. That's it.
Man's got to play now. You know what I mean?
I think
Garnacho's got a kick on as well. What are you on about?
Why is Garnacho got a kick on?
Garnacho
played again. Hope. Why all of a sudden are these men getting so many more goals? What has changed? So their second season is still the same manager with the same players.
Certain man have come in, and
Let me,
certain man, yeah, certain man.
Xerxes, one man's came in as
No,
Xerxes.
I'm talking about like the strat, like Ruud van Nistelrooy. You get me?
Oh,
These
so we're relying on the
exactly.
coach.
These men are
Coaches.
coming.
Oh, right.
These men are coming. Ashworth's coming. These men are coming. Like there's a certain way that
Standard.
man's got to make this work. You know what I'm saying? It's got to play.
Let me read the super chats because a couple of them are coming in saying, regardless of style, I think I read that one. Traps getting high of his own supply. Big up Mandy says, Traps, tell him this guy, man, seriously. Okay, keep the faith, babe. Don't listen. You know what it is? Everyone's got a right to their opinion, Mandy.
I'm just, you know why? Because Mandy, sorry to burst the bubble, but I'm the reason when I ask these questions, this team, and I've asked this question multiple times, the team overall in the last season got 57 goals. Well, let me land Traps, got 57 goals, and now all of a sudden our front seven are going to get 80.
But flawless. What you have to accept about last season was a bad flipping season, bro. It was a bad season. It was a bad season. I would go to say, without the FA Cup, it was an abysmal season, bro. There was like 4 games, where we had good games. There was 4 good games that we played. Yeah. So realistically, that has to change.
Why does it? Okay.
It has to change.
Why does it have to change? Based off of what?
It has to change.
Based off of what, though, Traps? Does it have to change?
Based off the sporting
it's still the same players.
Based off the sporting operations demands.
Plus the coach is the biggest one. The coaches.
Cool, but they can still fall short. And let me get to this from Mike. We've been creating chances galore with this system. So we're talking preseason. Is this what we're going off? Because that's all we have to go off is preseason. So this is what we're going off. Again, a lot of this is just hope rather than there's nothing logically behind it.
You're saying that we've created a lot of chances in preseason. We haven't finished them. Yeah, right?
No. I'm not saying we have created because I've not watched preseason. I'm pointing out.
We have.
We played well in the preseason. We played well in the preseason before and the preseason before that. And look how those seasons turned out. But it's been a problem under Ten Hag the entire time. Would you say, Traps, the first season we had was a good season? Yeah, third and Carabao.
I wouldn't say.
Solid season. It was better than the last season.
It's a good season on paper. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so the solid season. Even then, we struggled to score goals. We scored 58. It's been a problem under this manager.
I agree. But the expectation versus the reality. That's why for me, it's like I think
my expectation is
third.
Expectation is completely different. Should we be here debating whether Manchester United can finish in the top 4? No, that should never be a debate for any Manchester United manager. Never mind a Manchester United manager in his third season. But I'm looking at what we have. What has changed? This attack was terrible last season. This attack was terrible in the first in the season before that. What has changed apart from Xerxes?
Just told you.
What? Xerxes and the coaching stuff.
The coaching. The coaching.
Ahmad Diallo now coming in as a dimension on that right hand side.
Because Diallo don't get a lot of game time. I don't think Diallo gets game time.
But that's the difference, Flawless, here. Because if you don't get game time, and we're not winning games, and he's coming on and he's performing to a certain level, then that surely, these men have got to tell now this manager's taking the piss. He's got to go.
I hope so. But the manager should have been here.
I personally think these men are not having it off this manager this season. That's what I think.
100%.
That's what I think.
100%.
I'm telling you now. I don't think these Ratcliffes and Ineos, they're not having off this manager because from what you've seen, McLaren just disappeared out of nowhere. Van der Graaf just disappeared out of nowhere. No goodbyes, no nothing, not even a now. Man just showed up the other day, with a spliff in his hand, sitting in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Man like McLaren and that just showed up out of the blue. So realistically, you have to remember, Bruno Van Nistelrooy and this other guy from Go Ahead Eagles, they're not Ten Hag's people. They're not his people.
Nope.
So these men have probably said, right, listen, this is not. I'm not happy with the assistant manager. We're not happy with. We're not happy with whoever else. So these are the guys we're getting you because these are the guys that need to be here. These are the guys that we think they need to be here. So they're obviously telling man these things need to improve. And at the moment, what's happening is a lot of PR is going towards Van Nistelrooy. So I really do believe that this manager is under pressure right now to the point where he's thinking to himself, if I mess up here, I'm going to lose my job to this man. Yeah, he's right behind because you don't. So
it's like he has to now make sure this.
They're two Dutchmen. You never really see them even really talking. They don't even really talk to each other.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So it's
I hope you're right on that point. Yes, and Ten Hag is still there. And why are we getting to the last super chat? Why are we getting 75 plus 80 goals? Where is that jump coming from?
But I think for
Why
me,
we getting 80 plus? If we get 80 plus goals, that means we'd be the 5th highest scorers from last. Everyone has better man. Everyone around us has a better manager and a better system. Yes or no?
you know what? Let me take it back.
No. Answer the question. No. Does all the teams around us, so the 7 teams that finished above us, do they all have better managers and better systems than us? Yes or no?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, manager wise, I'd say yeah, but system.
Yeah, so managers clear. So okay, so what? So who? Our system? Who's it better than currently?
No. Listen, because we don't know. You have to
Exactly. So there's again. So we can talk about the unknown, but there's certain things we know are going to happen. We know City are going to be up there. We know Arsenal are going to be up there and defensively sound. Liverpool's more of an unknown. Villa will go again. They've done good business in the transfer window. Chelsea are added. Yes, their manager might. Let's say their manager's awful. Their manager was awful last season with Poch. They still finished above us.
Can I say something?
And they scored. Before you go, they scored goals galore. Yes, it was more on Palmer. And Nkunku didn't play, and they probably add Osherman, and they've added now.
I'm not going to lie to you.
What are we talking about here? All this hope.
When I forgot, listen, that front three, that front three, and Neto and Mine. If Neto stays fit, that's a front three. A serious front three.
And they scored. Let me just clarify. Without Nkunku,
there's no guarantee they might score.
No. Forget all that though. They'll score more than us. I guarantee you that. Without Nkunku, because without Nkunku, just off like law of averages, just individual, because they was awful last season. There was a mid-table team for the vast majority of the season, and Palmer by himself scored goals. Poch was awful. They were woeful, and they still scored 77 goals. And you're adding Nkunku to it, you're adding Neto to it, and you're adding potentially Osherman. So let's say they go backwards, which probably won't happen. Let's say they score 70 goals. Why are we scoring 70? Their attack trumps ours. What are we doing?
Can I just say, by the way, I think no, hold on a minute. I think what Flores is saying, yeah, I think people need to they're misconstruing that. He's saying be realistic because these guys, this team has shown that we're not a goal-scoring team. But maybe mine is coming from I think Ahmad can get 8 to 10 goals. I definitely think Garnacho's capable of 10 Premier League goals. Højlund has shown this year he could get Premier League goals. He got 16, I think, in the competition. Xerxes, I think, will get around about 10, 15 goals. So maybe it's a lot of thinking that they will do it. But that's where my expectation of the manager in his 3rd season has to provide a foundation that we see that this team is scoring goals. That's where my kind of combinations and my theories coming from. It's not a given. I don't think anything's a given.
No, it's not a given. We just here making predictions, same way we'll predict where Manchester United can finish or predict how.
But I don't think it's a wild shout, though.
I don't think these numbers are high.
They're not high.
They're wild shout.
What?
Wait, it's not high.
What? They're not wild.
They are wild numbers.
Do you honestly think 13 goals for Rasmus Højlund is high?
It's high.
No. We're not saying that 13 for him overall. No, I'm talking about. I'm talking constructors. Yes, for him. Yes, no. Forget 16. Stop mentioning 16 because we're talking Premier League. We're talking Premier League. No, I don't think he scores more goals with less game time.
Bro,
no.
I said
who's playing? What are we talking about here? No. Yeah. We watched him go double O. We watched him go 0016. What are we talking? All of a sudden, he's going to start bagging in goals with less game time.
Goals, he's not bagging in goals, you know.
For him, it is. For him, it is. That's a personal best. For Højlund, no. For Højlund, it's a good season.
Do you know what's mad about?
So why do we have that?
No, do you know what's mad about this year? He scored 16 goals last season.
Forget the 16, man.
We're talking because he scored 5 in the Champions League, he can't score 12 in the Premier League.
No, exactly.
It don't make sense.
Yeah, I'm not saying he can't score. No, it's 13. Stop fudging the numbers. No. What? You're not even hearing what I'm saying. I don't think he can score more goals with less game time, which I think he gets.
How do you know he's going to get less game time?
So Xerxes not playing then?
How do you know he's going to get less game time?
Because I think Xerxes plays. That's why. I think Xerxes is his guy. I don't think it's Højlund. I think Xerxes plays more than Højlund is the point I'm making.
Can I just
So no. Respond to that. So how is he? So let's say I am technically right. Who do you think plays more?
If we're gonna be honest about it, yeah.
No. Chaps, answer the question. Who do you think plays more?
Højlund had his purple patch last season. He scored 7 goals in 7 consecutive games.
Yes. And he only finished on 10.
That's why.
7 games and 7 goals and finished on 10.
That's
forget the point.
It's not less games.
He's going to get less game time. So who's starting? You said they're both getting 25. You said they're getting 25 between them. You said they're getting 20. You said they're getting 25 between them.
How can you not expect 12 goals off of a 71 million pound?
Because he's not good. Because he's rubbish. Because he's rubbish. That's why. He's rubbish. Do you rate Højlund? Do you rate him? Trap?
I rate him.
Do you
you
rate
know what?
Højlund?
Listen, see,
No, chaps, no. Answer
do
the
you rate
question.
Højlund?
Do you rate Højlund?
Yeah, I think he's.
All right. That's where the
He's young enough and
miscommunication
coming.
comes then, because you rate Højlund. I
No,
don't.
flawless. I think
Go
he's young and up and coming, and he should be given a chance.
Do you rate Højlund right now? Is the point I'm
However,
making.
my patience ain't gonna last for 5 years.
To
Yeah, it's
get
not gonna
all
last
of
for 5
that traps in the 2020. Do you rate Højlund 2024 11th of August? Do you rate him? Yes or no? Do you think he's a good striker?
I rate him enough to think he can
Do
score.
you think
13 goals in the
do you
Premier
think he's a good striker?
I
Yes
rate
or no?
him enough that he can score 13 goals in the Premier
Okay,
League.
so Xerxes not playing, and if he's getting 13, then
What do you mean?
Xerxes
How can
not playing.
no?
So who's playing?
That.
So who's
No one
playing?
ever
Is
said
one of the
that.
two of them?
No one ever said that.
Who's playing? Because it's going to be one
Oh,
or the
so-
other. They are both not playing.
Hold on a second.
Can play together.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
but
So
what
who's
Alvarez
not-
scored? Alvarez scored. How many goals
They
did Alvarez
can
score last
play
season?
together, but we
How
know
many goals
playing.
did Alvarez score when
Bro,
Haaland was playing?
Alvarez is
Man's talking like man can't play 60 minutes. Yeah,
Exactly.
get subbed on, come off the bench and score a goal.
Score goals.
You know you're gonna
Scott, who's doing this? So Højlund's doing that. He's coming off the bench and
Xerxes can
scoring
do this.
and doing that.
I know Højlund could do this.
Because you trust the manager to bring on Xerxes all the time, yeah?
Bro,
You trust this manager now?
You know what is flawless. Flawless. You're just moving this around.
I'm not moving it. I'm asking you the
You're moving
question.
it around.
No. I'm pointing out. No. It's not moving goalposts. One is going to be one or the other. So you're saying whoever's coming off the bench is scoring at a phenomenal rate.
Bro,
If
it's
they're
not
coming off the bench for that goal.
no. Because like I said, he will get game time. Yeah, and then at the end of the day,
Who will get game time? Who?
Even if he gets, put it this way, yeah. If Højlund starts 15 games in the season, yeah, 15. 15
How many goals
games
is he
in the
getting?
season, and the rest are subs. Yeah.
How many goals is he scoring at 15 starts?
And
He scores 7.
And he scores 7 in
Bear
15.
in mind, he went 0-16, just to clarify, starting
No,
games.
forget it.
He went 0-16, but all of a sudden he getting 7 in 15.
7 as well.
Yeah, and he still finished on 10.
11.
No, but my thing is,
But
yeah,
that- no,
by the way,
let's
yeah,
not- Trap said
Ash
our
as
front
well. I
seven
think
scoring
Ash-
80 goals. That's crazy
Ash
to me.
was
Back to
there,
no. Back to the original point. Trap said our front seven's getting 80 goals. What in the world is going on? 80.
No, I think that's their
80.
capability. I'm not saying they're going to get that.
Okay,
saying
so
that's
I'm
their
not asking
capability.
what you think their
I think-
capabilities is. I'm asking you what you think is. What is your prediction, Traps? That's what I'm asking.
That's my expectation. I don't have a prediction. I cannot. Do you know what a prediction? You know what a prediction is for me? A prediction will be like, okay, against Fulham, Garnacho is going to score 2 goals and Rashford's going to score 1 goal.
So your expectation is 80
If I could, because flawless, if I would do that, my bet 365 account we're going crazy
That's
right
what
now.
we're here for.
Yeah?
We're here to predict
You know what I
things.
mean?
We predict things
I
all
can't
the
do
time.
that. I'm just
We
telling
predict
you.
things.
How can
We predict things all the
I
time.
just think it's crazy to look at a man, and I can't look at Højlund and say you're going to score 13 goals this season in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I don't think he can. I don't think he's capable. No, with less game time as
Okay,
well.
can I ask you a question?
Managing.
Let me ask you a question because I want to get action as well in here.
Go on.
Alvarez, how much goals did Alvarez score last
You got
season?
19. You got 19.
19 goals, yeah. And Haaland's meant to be the main guy, right?
Because he's playing for Manchester City and Pep. They are worlds
Bro,
apart. They are worlds apart, man.
I get.
Bro,
Okay, wait. But Alvarez, what are you talking about?
How many goals McTominay get?
How many goals? Now, for once, I'm going to have to agree.
How many goals
would
McTominay get?
Probably 8 if he's still there.
8 goals.
Yeah, something like that.
In that rubbish system,
That's a reach.
somebody decided to get 8 goals.
Yeah, he'd probably get 8. But you're missing my overall point still
Hold
stands.
on.
According to you, no. You hold on a second, Trap. So if our front seven's getting 80 goals, what's the team scoring overall? 90 to 100.
I think these are expectations.
So your expectation is 8. So okay, so we'll use that. So your
I don't think Martinez gets goals. I don't think Euro gets goals.
You
I
don't
don't
have to
think
get goals.
Raul gets
Seven's
goals.
getting 80. If they all get 1, that's 90.
I don't think Luke Shaw might get a goal. Yeah, I don't think Casemiro. We added Casemiro in. Mano. Who else are we really
No,
talking
so the
about?
point I'm making is
They
so
get
yes.
different types of goals. They might get 5 goals between the rest of the team.
Okay, so if they get 5 goals between the rest of the team, that's like 90 goals. So we scoring 90 goals in the season coming up. You said 80. So 85. Okay, so
That's what
85.
you should
That's what again. Yes, we should be aiming for the league title, but come on, man, let's talk realistically. That team is not getting 85 goals. Why are they getting 85 goals? Why is this team as constructed with Ten Hag getting 85 goals? They're not.
Do you not think that this system and the way this man plays has to change this season? Don't you think that?
No, I don't think it. I don't think it. No.
You think? Hold on. So you think that these man, pay their 1.2 odd billion, to let this man play the shit style of football again? You think that's happening?
Because they kept him. So I don't trust him. I'm not like you. From when they kept him, I don't trust him because he should have been sacked. The manager should not be here.
Who would you sack for who, though?
He should not be here. I would have went and got
Sacked for
Amorim
who?
or would have
Yeah,
went
I get
Flick.
that.
Amorim or
Sacked
Flick.
for who, though?
I said, I literally just said I would have got Amorim or Flick, either one of those two.
Let me get, before we get to super chats.
What are we talking about here, man? All of a sudden,
how many do you think we'll get?
You trust Ten Hag all of a sudden?
Give me
and
your-
the system goes
I don't
crazy.
trust that.
No, let me hear. Give me
Go.
your goals, Ash. Like, how many
let
goals?
me say on Rasmus for the second though, because Rasmus last season, in a season where he got 10 goals in the league, and he was starved of service and had a low XG and all that. You know, the fact that he's now got Ruud van Nistelrooy there, he's now going to have a little bit of extra focus on him getting the ball to him. I feel like it's got to be a bare minimum of 12. I mean, I think he easily gets 12. I think you could expect maybe 15, 16 from Rasmus, because like I was just saying, you look at Ruud van Nistelrooy, how many goals is that going to bring in? You know, how much now is the ball focused on you? And I know you didn't watch pre-season, Flawless, but we are creating chances. We are getting the ball into the box and into the strikers. So I'm going to say into the strikers, into the forward players. Mason Mount with a couple, missed against Arsenal. You look at Rashford yesterday, you know, that ball to the left-hand side of the post in the Community Shield. We are getting opportunities. So I feel like you give Rasmus opportunities, he's going to get goals. He's going to score goals. So I think a 13, 14, I feel that's easily doable for Rasmus. I feel like that's something that will guarantee it. I don't think Xerxes is going to play anywhere near as much as Rasmus will. I feel like Højlund definitely going to be playing more games. I feel like he is the main man, and Xerxes has been brought in as a backup player. I don't think he's been brought in for the main man. I don't think that was ever the idea. I feel like Garnacho is going to push on. I can't imagine a regression this season. I think he's going to improve. You can see him already, the composure he has, the ability he has. Go on, sorry, Saeed.
To say, like, in that aspect where you just said there, like, don't you think that 1 year in the Premier League, like, he'll be a bit more acclimatized and then he'll be a bit more smarter? Yeah, that's where my thing's coming from. Him adapting to the Premier League, I think will give him maybe a few extra goals. And like I said to you, he's actually gone down. He's actually said, you know what? He got 16 last season. He'll go down one and score 4 less and score 12.
Don't do that before you go. Traps mentioned all competitions. I said strictly Premier League.
Yeah, but
When you look at it, he's got the chemistry with his teammates now.
Yeah, and score and not score 13 in one competition and 2. It's just how
I'm not talking all comps. Who we get? We could draw.
No, but that's how the pennies dropped.
No, all right. So here the thing is,
goals, so it shows that he can score 16 goals. A competition. You're taking a competition. I take the competition away from it. He scored 16 goals. So the way the pennies dropped is just dropped in different competitions. But who's to say he can't score 16 goals in one competition? Why not?
Because I look at his ability. Because I don't. Because
that's the ability. He's done it.
No,
okay. Ash has said here. Ash has put his tweet out. 17, Rashford, Bruno 10, Højlund 18, Xerxes 9. Garnacho 8.
Is this the league? Wait. Did you say the league? Did you put the league in the
league?
8-3 season. I think Højlund's going to have a big season. I really do. I think he's got the ability.
Because Traps keeps talking about all competitions. I'm not talking all competitions.
I'm talking.
Let me finish it.
But being optimistic. Do you know what I mean? I'm being optimistic, being hopeful. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm seeing.
Run the numbers back. Run the numbers back again from the top. Sorry.
Okay. Rashford 17, Bruno 10, Højlund 18, Xerxes 9, Garnacho 8, Amad Diallo 11, Casemiro 4, Martinez 2, Dalot 3, 83 league goals.
That's this season.
That's from them. That's from those players that man mentioned. And then obviously a couple other players might score.
Yeah, but let me just all right. Let me qualify it. Let me qualify it first. Right.
Of course.
Rashford this season, he's already come back fresh. I feel like Rashford, he has these seasons off, and you know he is liable to go on a burst of goals. He can do that. We've seen that in 2 seasons, him scoring 20 plus goals. Do you know what I mean? We've seen that from him already, and he's getting a little bit older, a little bit more cultured, a little bit more understanding how to put the ball in the back of the net. We didn't see it yesterday, but you can see he's getting himself into positions and getting himself into chances. You've got Rasmus, and again with the finishing from Ruud van Nistelrooy, that's going to help Rashford as well. So that's going to be positive for him. Then you've got the service from midfield as well. You've got the likes of Manu coming in, and Bruno's always going to provide service. I'm not too sure what we're doing with Agati and Casemiro, but whatever happens there, we're going to have a more solid midfield, and we're going to see less of McTominay, which McTominay really, I feel like you move his goals from McTominay because McTominay's one who wants the box crash himself and get in there, whereas those goals are going to be distributed to other players. So I feel like you've got Rasmus, like I was saying, he's more acclimatized to the Premier League, like what Saeed was saying. You know, he's settled in with his home life, with his training, with his everything around football, because that does help. That does improve players. Also, the chemistry within the team. Now his teammates know what he wants. They've been there for a year. You know, they understand the runs that he's making. They understand the positions that he wants to be in and where he wants the ball. So you've got that. Ahmad, I feel like Ahmad's a dream. Saying 11's a dream, but I feel like Ahmad scores goals. Like, you see the kid, he scores goals. You've seen that in the championship. Go outside.
I'm just gonna get these super chats in real quick.
Big up to the last comment.
Yeah, big up to the last
Appreciate
comment.
my guy, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and try and get to 1,000 likes, guys, if you can, people. That'll be
Hey,
amazing.
you lot, are you not entertained? Run up the damn likes, man.
Run up the likes, man. Mike, they'll score 75 to 80 plus as a team. Our main issue is what didn't create chances. We have been creating chances galore with his system. 80 plus, Eric Ten Hag's still there. Nothing's changed. Big up Adam Fahim. It depends who plays in the midfield and defense. We've got more chances of scoring goals with most secure, patient players. With less goal scorers, we'll score more.
And before you move on,
it's not hard. We finished third, 2023.
I'll get to that as well.
What changed? We really bought new defenders to play a system. It's not just Xerxes that is going to score more goals. We literally have been pressing teams high up. Hence, we will get more chances. Joel says Arteta first third season had an average of 55 goals league season. Now they are averaging 80 because of something called room for improvement. Ahmad 8 to 10. Is he getting 8 to 10 starts?
That's my thing.
Joe says, what happened to when Hoyland played less towards the end of the season and came as a sub? He scored 2 in 2 appearances. That helps. Mike says Hoyland was literally coming off the bench towards the end of the season and scoring.
Tell him again.
Flawless on about.
Yeah, he got a whopping 10. He got a whopping 10 goals. It's hella idiots gas he got. So let me clarify a couple of things. Why he got a whopping 10 goals? Someone mentioned there that in 2023 we finished third. You can finish in the top 4, but either your offense has to be cold and absolutely on fire, or defensively your team has to be on point.
See, sarcasm City at its finest, yeah. Man said a whopping 10 goals, so he knows that's not big numbers. He knows.
Yeah,
no,
he knows.
I'm being sarcastic when I mention that, but 10 goals for but when I say that, but the thing is, it's a whopping 10 goals for Hoyland because that's his personal best in the league. He's never scored more than that domestically. That's the point I'm making. So that's why I say whopping. But back to the
he's not going to improve the Flawless. He's not going to improve.
I don't think he improves. No, I do, and I'll explain why I don't.
That was a personal best last season.
I don't know. You know why? Because for numerous things. One, I don't think he has it ability-wise in regards to his mentality.
You don't think he can finish?
No, I don't think he's a good player. I don't think it's not a technical. You know what my biggest problem is with Hoyland? Mentality. He don't make runs. I've watched you live. I've watched you multiple times on my TV refuse to make runs. I've watched you do nothing. And secondly, if we had a manager who implemented a system that could help him, do I think he could score more goals? Yes. We don't have either. I've said this multiple times.
We've got Ruud van Nistelrooy.
I don't think
help with those runs. He's going to help with that.
We put in way too much onus on Ruud van Nistelrooy. I've never seen a coach
No.
before a season.
Don't do that, Flawless.
Don't do what?
You are looking at, Ruud van Nistelrooy, was arguably
he's the best finisher I've ever seen at Manchester United, without doubt.
One of the best finishers.
And he started as a midfielder, by the way. He learned that game. Ruud van Nistelrooy is very
cerebral. What you have to remember, what you have to remember about Van Nistelrooy is when he came here, injured, remember, and obviously the risk got taken. He knows what it's like. He's not going to see Hoyland doing foolishness and not tell him about it. He's not going to.
I think he'll tell him. I don't doubt Ruud van Nistelrooy's coaching. Ability. Traps, it's the ability.
Ability to run.
I don't think he has the ability. The ability to make intelligent runs. No, I don't think he has the ability to make intelligent runs. I don't think he makes intelligent runs. No, I don't think he makes intelligent runs. No, I don't think he's smart like that. No, I don't think he's a great finisher. No, intelligent runs. You can improve on it. Yes, but learn it. No, can you improve on it? Yes. Learn it is a whole different thing.
Well, the last game he played for us, I think he made an intelligent run. That's what I think he did.
Which game?
The last game he played for us in the preseason friendly. He made an intelligent.
I didn't watch the preseason. I don't know.
So mine altogether is 69 goals.
What do you mean when Rashford kicked it over the top and he ran?
Yeah. So my Flawless, my one was 69 goals. Is that fair? 69.
From what, the whole team or the front
Yeah,
seven?
so Xerxes 10, Haaland 13, Bruno 10, Garnacho 10, Rashford 15, Ahmad 7, Casemiro 4, 69 goals. Is that reasonable?
69.
From what? From that? Wait, is that the whole team or the front? Just those 7?
Just the kind of, the main kind of contributors that might get goals in the season.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. I think from the whole team is more realistic, but from them front 7, no, I don't think we get 70. How much does every? Because that's excluding a Casemiro. That's excluding a potential McTominay. So all of a sudden we're gonna get close to 80 goals. I don't see it. Again, with this
70.
Well,
I always
but
said 70
alone.
75.
It's 70 alone. All this belief in these man who we watch, and then this manager who we know is terrible.
Man, this is the right man. This is the right. Got to do his job.
We know this manager's terrible, and all of it, we're talking about Højlund getting off the bench and him playing. Does Højlund start or is he off the bench? Which one is it?
But bit of both.
So we trust in this manager to rotate now. So and we've never seen him do it.
I don't think you like. I don't think
we trust it. He's something he's never done. Am I lying, Traps?
He's getting told, bro. He's getting
told.
Yeah.
So you don't think he's picking the team?
He's getting told.
So you think so you don't wait, chop.
He's getting advised. He's getting advised. Look what happened with Jason Wilcox.
You don't think he's picking the team? Is this what you're telling me?
No, I don't think he's picking the team. I think he's being told that certain things have to happen.
It's been advised.
For instance,
so do you think he was told for Xerxes to not get minutes in the Community Shield? Or do you think that was his decision?
For instance, Sancho has not apologized to him. Sancho's back in the team.
Yes, I agree with that.
Back in the team. Who told him to? Someone told him that has to happen.
Yes, I agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. So the same way they told him Sancho has to play, the same way they're gonna say, bro, listen.
They didn't say Sancho has to play. Don't do that. You said he has to be back around. They didn't say no one said Sancho has to play. They said Sancho has to be back in the fold.
Sancho has to get game time. He has to.
You think Sancho? So what do you think our front? Wait. So what do you think our main front 4 is gonna be?
I'm not saying. I don't know.
No.
I don't know because that was my argument. That was my argument as well. My argument was this. What he needs to do is he needs to utilize all the players that he has to find his best 11.
I agree with you. But you don't believe he's going to do that, and I don't believe he's going to do that. Nor does Ash, nor does Saeed. Nobody believes that.
Yeah, you don't think he's going to do that, but in the board meetings, with the Ashworths and Baradas, he's going to be told these things have to happen.
So he's being told what team to play then.
He's not being told what team to play. He has to utilize the squad. And at the end of the day, right? Why would you employ Dan Ashworth? Why would you employ Wilcox? Why would you employ Barada if they are not going to oversee what this man is doing? Because it's not a ridiculous question to say to somebody in a meeting, what's your best 11? And when he turns around and says, so and so can't play this, so and so is going to be better than this. So I would think this is what it is, yeah. And you have to, because you've used every player, you know everyone's strengths, you've seen them in training X, Y, and Z. It's not a question of, because at the end of the day, Anthony played so much game time. Yeah.
By the way, just to clarify, this is I don't know why all of a sudden people think it's Remontada Rashford, but hey, we move.
No, but he must.
Listen, you play.
I'm listening. Go on, Chaps. Yeah. You go on, Chaps. I'm listening. I'm locked in.
So at the end of the day, like if a guy's playing or a guy's not playing, yeah, it's because like Anthony, for instance. You can't be doing that shit where Anthony's playing every other week and he's just playing shit football. Because that's how are you going to go into a board meeting and explain that? He has to explain to these man. That's what they get paid to do. Explain to these men what is going on. Why is the team under?
You think they're dictating to him what team he has to play?
Dictating. That's called controlling the controllable.
Okay, they're controlling what team he plays. Is he advising what word you want me to use?
Controlling the controllables, overseeing.
So they're overseeing it and advising him. So if he goes against them, then what happens? If Sancho don't get game time, which I don't think Sancho gets game time.
I think if in order for him to go against the manager, or to go against the club, it has to work. So if he does,
let's say hypothetically it doesn't work. Then Sancho don't get game time in the rest of that. You reckon they sack him? Okay, 100%.
He gets a sack.
100%. And here the thing is, that's what I think will happen. Hopefully, apart from the sacking part. But I see it going catastrophically wrong. But it went terribly wrong last season, and they didn't sack him. So I don't think
he will get to a point where it got to last season, where we're just basically he's just been given about like 10, 15, 20 games to weather the storm. It's not going to be like that. I genuinely believe this, and you might think I'm mad. I think Ten Hag is one bad run of games from out the door.
That's fair.
That's what I think.
Again, that's where I disagree. I don't think he's one bad. How bad does the run have to be? Because the run was awful.
It has to be a bad run.
It has to be a bad
run.
We saying 10 games? We saying 10 games?
1 win 5.
So you reckon, okay, because if you've seen the start of our season, that could happen.
No.
Wait. 1 win in 5. Have you seen the start of our season? That could happen.
Yeah.
No,
So
And
you
he
think,
gonna
Saeed,
leave. He gonna
so
leave.
you think if
He
we
gonna
get
leave.
one, wait. You think if we get,
I reckon 3 losses on the bounce, he's out of it.
we could lose 3 games in
One
that
win
first
in
10.
5. 1 win in 5.
So Saeed, you're saying 1 win in 5. Traps, you're saying 3. I think 1 win in 5 is possible in this run. That's coming up in these 5 games, or definitely the second 5 as well. You're saying
I
3
reckon he
losses in a
wins
row.
all of them. He wins full.
Wait.
You know what? Yeah, no, but listen,
Go
we
on.
say 1 win in 5, yeah, but if it's bare draws in that,
Yeah, but it's about the manner in which
You lot are putting a lot of stock on Ineos, man, and these man. Putting a lot of credit on these first games.
losses.
Okay. Yeah.
Four
yeah,
losses. 4 losses. You know they're going to stick with him though because they've
won't
made
be
the
4
decision to
losses.
back
They
him.
are
They're gonna
if we-
stick with him.
Let's say we get 1 win in 5, which I hope don't happen, by the way.
They're
Let's
sticking
say
with
after, they're sticking with it.
What's the maximum of a 1 win in 5 in terms of draws and including?
Okay, so let's say, for instance, let's say we get 1 loss, 3 draws, and 1 win in our first 5. Are they sacking him? Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
they're sticking with him.
And that's a horrendous stat.
How many
No,
points is that?
because listen, if he loses 1 and there's 3 draws and then a win, they're gonna say he's unbeaten in 4 games. That's what they're gonna say.
So this is the
I'm
point
talking about
I am making.
Losses,
Yeah.
straight losses.
Yeah. No, you're talking about 2 separate things. So I was getting to Saeed's point about the draws because you're saying 3 losses. Saeed saying draws. I don't see it
no
happening
draws.
either way.
I'm talking losses.
I'm
bro.
saying, let's say we lose our first 3 games. Do I think they're sacking him? Absolutely not.
No.
What, the first 3 games.
If we lose our first 3
No,
games, they're not
the
sacking
first
him.
3 games, not the first 3 games. But I'm telling you, what I'm saying.
Okay,
to
so
you,
how many games then, Traps?
I'm saying, look, I said already, yeah, that I'm watching the preseason. I'm convinced. Obviously, that's a money spinner for these man over in America. All it does is give the man them jet lag. That's what I think. Anyway, I think it's a waste of time, and all it does give the man them jet lag. So I'm saying September. From September, if you are not on a steady run from September, and we're seeing 3 losses, you're out of here, mate. He'll be gone by November. Yeah,
I think you know what it is. It's when the
Johnson,
Europa
man.
League comes in. That's when we have
Okay,
to manage.
so our September run starts. Obviously, we got Liverpool at home 1st of September. Then there's the international break. Southampton away, Palace away. So let's say we lose those 3. We got Liverpool the 1st of September. Then there's the international break. Then we're away to Southampton. Then we're away to Palace. Then we're at home to Spurs. Then we're away to Villa. So let's say we lose 4 out of the. Let's say we lose 4 of those 5. You think he's gone?
Liverpool,
I think 4. I think if you lose 4.
Liverpool, Southampton, Palace.
100%. 100%.
If he loses those 3,
you lose to Liverpool, have a 2-week break, come back and lose 2 more games. No, you're out of it, man.
I don't know.
We finished 8th with a minus goal difference, and they still kept him.
Yes, because but when you say that, yeah, you're saying what you're saying, and you're saying because you thought there's other managers out there. Listen, they who publicly
forget what I think. This is not about what I think. No, traps. This ain't what I think. This is Ineos. You just said there's no way he can lose 3 games and keep his job. We had our worst ever Premier League finished 8th with a minus goal difference, and they still kept him. So
but there's a contingency plan now.
Because listen,
the contingency plan. They've got Rude.
So they say.
Just fall back on Rude.
We weren't supposed to be offering out big contracts, and Bruno just got one. So here we are. Bruno just got one.
Bruno's the last of the summer wine, though.
Bruno just got what I thought Varane. I thought that's what part of the reason why we got rid of Varane was
Bruno's
because
the last of the summer wine, though, man.
All right, cool, but we didn't have to give him a new deal. He's still got 2 years left.
Yeah,
but we're putting all this stock on Ineos and all this on the coaches. I've never seen so much structure and off the field stuff count for so much when we still have the same manager in charge.
No, but you're asking me about what I think will happen. I'm just asking what I said. It's like
and I think I have my reservations about it.
3-4 days ago, man them talk. I was telling man them to chill out. Yeah, but by the time if they sign players before the Community Shield, then all this is pointless. And what they go and do? Before the flipping the Community Shield, you got talks about
they are improvements. Yes, I agree. I think they're improvements.
I'm just saying, the direction that I see them going in, I don't think they're going to sit down there and let him go 3 games, especially with international break in between them, and lose them and keep his job. What they have done, they've removed his little comfort zone around him with the Van der Grags and McLaren and whatnot. They said, listen, these men are here. They're not your brethren. They're here to do a job. Yeah. So at the end of the day, he's got Van Nistelrooy breathing down his neck, which I personally think, and I think they humiliated him in the summer. Don't forget that they humiliated him in the summer because they went around looking for managers, and when they had their meetings and they decided that this is not, the managers are not, and I even said to us, if I take my own personal view out of it, yeah, and say,
please, Saeed.
Hey.
Keep that comment up. Go on, Traps. Carry on.
If I take my own personal opinion, I'm saying there's very few managers. Obviously, Van Gaal did because Mourinho was available, but you don't really lose your job for winning the FA Cup. After the season that we've had, we're in Europe. Like the objectives are there. It's been a bad season. So, but they said, you know what? It wasn't acceptable. They went away and looked for it. I don't think there was any manager in the transfer window that was available that moved me to the point where it's like, yes, that is a complete upgrade. Yeah. I accept it. I don't think there was. So what they've done now
is there one now?
They've played a
one now. Wait. Is there one now, Traps?
Huh?
Is there one now? Is there a manager now that moves you?
That's available.
Yes.
Not really.
So what happens if they sack him then? Would you be against them sacking him? If he has a poor run of form?
If they sack him, yeah, but if they're sacking him, they're sacking him based on results.
Yes, that's my point. Yeah, but they would have sacked him based off of results last time. It's nothing to do with people being available.
Like I said, you've got into Europe and they've looked for another manager. You can't just go in and play another manager because you think.
Hey, Ash,
boys, I got a dip. Boys, I got a dip.
Love, man.
In a bit, boys. Enjoy.
I'll just go and sign another manager, sign up another manager, play 20 minute conversation, whatever else, and it might not work at the end of the day. What they've done is they've gone and got a manager like Bruno Fernandes has taken a step down because he's a manager now, taking a step down, and at the end of the day, it's a smart business move because we ain't got to go and pay 20 million or 30 million to go and get someone out of their club to bring them here to manage for us. We can get Rude to thingy, and if that don't work, that still buys you time. So it's smart. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's smart. I just don't think that them say. Do you honestly think that they've not turned around and said to him, "Listen, Van der Graag, you got to go. Yeah, McLaren, you've got to go."
Even my brother, but what's the other brother, South African brother? He's gone as well.
Benny McCarthy.
No, again, you put too much to me. I don't put so much faith. I don't. Yeah, I believe with that. Yeah, but I still not putting all this faith in these lot.
Why do you think they've changed his whole his home backroom style?
Because they weren't up to the standards. That's why.
All right, cool. So what do you think is going to happen to him?
I don't trust these men to get rid of him, and I don't trust them to go and get the next guy because they interviewed Tuchel, and I think Tuchel wasn't the right guy for that either.
And he didn't get the job.
Yeah, I know, but the fact that they interviewed him is a problem.
So if you think Tuchel wasn't the right guy, and he didn't get the job, would that fair to say that you agree with what Tino's done?
No, because you don't. I've said this before. I say this again. I don't give you credit for putting out fires like you started. You shouldn't have interviewed Tuchel in the first place. The fact that he was even on the list was a problem.
Why not?
He's even list because did he have a successful stint at Bayern Munich?
If you're looking,
answer my question. Answer my question. No, Traps. Answer my question. Do you believe Thomas Tuchel had a successful stint at Bayern Munich? Okay, so that's why I didn't want him at Manchester United. I don't want no manager not coming off a successful stint. No. I answered your question. No, Traps. I answered your question. I don't not want any manager not coming off an unsuccessful stint. If you are coming to Manchester United as a manager, you should be coming off a successful stint. Whether that's at the highest level is. Say that again. No, because we've seen him fail at. What's it called? We've seen him fail at.
He's coming off a successful.
Because there's context to it, but don't have failed elsewhere. I also said don't fail elsewhere. It's not just that though. I have more. If you want to go into that, if you don't have time, I've got more.
So hold on. Tuchel,
I said Amarim.
Wait 1 second. Tuchel failed at Bayern Munich. Bearing in mind the season before that, they had the guy that you was just talking about. Was it Nagelsmann? Yeah. Nagelsmann, they had.
No, I didn't say Nagelsmann. Who did you
say?
I said Flick when it wasn't.
Someone else you said.
I didn't. Amarim. I said.
Oh, maybe. All right, cool. But anyways, they had Nagelsmann in there. They had Nagelsmann in there. Yeah, they didn't. They the season before that, they didn't deserve to win the league. You have to remember, Dortmund bottled it that league, and they
I agree with that. Yeah. I don't dispute that.
At the end of the day,
I don't blame Tuchel for that. I don't blame Tuchel for that.
Look at the state of Chelsea. That man is pulling Champions League out of that team. Yeah. So this
I give him credit. No, you moving the goalposts. I give him credit for that. Okay. I'll tell.
We're in agreement. When I spoke about what's his name? When I spoke about
okay, so I'll explain why. I'll explain why. The reason why, because there's multiple things I want from a manager. It's not just one thing. It's not just you've been successful, bring you to Manchester United. Come on, you smarter than that. Do I really have to break it down? That is much more than one thing I want from a Manchester United manager. Same way you have much more than one thing. One of them is a successful stint. Two is not been elsewhere at the top level and failed. So that's why I didn't want Emery. I would have took Flick. Flick was successful in his last stint. As much as I weren't a big fan of him, I would have took De Zerbi because he was actually successful at Brighton. So you're proving my point. What are we talking about here? We're in agreement. I think Tuchel was excellent at Chelsea. He was coming off a successful stint. Would they have took him off his Chelsea stint? Yes. Because he won the Champions League and performed to a high level at Bayern Munich, he didn't.
I
So
think
no.
the main thing.
Nah, but you're not. Yeah, but you're
No.
your team. But that doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to
I
me.
don't know. I don't know how
You're saying
they'll
that
take
you take him from Chelsea. You
Yes.
also accept that Nagelsmann was there when Bayern Munich was failing and they got away one the
I
season.
might have to make it happen.
And then now it doesn't make sense. It's like
What
Tuchel's the
doesn't
same
make
guy
sense?
that was at Chelsea.
No,
Let's
he's
be
not.
honest about it.
I don't think he is.
Bayern
No, that's
Munich-
where we disagreement. No, he's not. Traps. No, he's not. I don't think he's the same guy. No. I know Bayern Munich fans. I watched him. He don't even look like the same Tuchel. He looks like he's falling off. You know, like when we seen previous managers who are at the highest level, like a Jose Mourinho, drop off and they're no longer him. I don't think Tuchel is no longer. I think Tuchel's no longer him. No, I don't think he's that guy anymore. So yes, I think you're wrong there. So how can you say, oh, he's the same guy?
I don't think
That's where we disagree.
Judged off of a failing Bayern Munich, or that was
Okay,
failing.
that's you, and that's fair, and that's your prerogative. Mine is different. I judge you because you went.
But you agree
That's
with it
fair.
though. You
I
agree
agree
with
with what?
failing before he turned up.
Yeah.
No,
Listen,
they was. Yeah, I don't dispute that. But he also failed there as well.
How could it be? But he failed to rectify the problem. He didn't make the problem.
So he failed. I asked you a question at the start. Was Tuchel successful there? You said no. We're in agreement on that. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What we
that's
talking
not he's
about?
going to be successful here though.
But all of this anyway to go around the houses and back and back.
No,
to
no,
the
no.
They
point
didn't play him.
of us-
That's the best thing about it. They didn't
To
even
be
play him.
fair, De Zerbi was successful because he got them to Europa League and whatnot. And
De Zerbi was successful at Brighton. If you ask a Brighton, De Zerbi was definitely successful at Brighton. Yes, he
definitely.
was successful. He had a successful stint at Brighton. What are we talking about here? Of course he was.
Listen.
Now you can debate the level and where else and what level
All
they
team
played at.
number.
But they were successful. What are we talking about?
AWB. Right. Right, the guy's still in Manchester. Yo, brother, listen. Get the fuck out of Manchester, fam. Yo, what are you doing in Manchester, fam? Yo, listen, the AWB, fam. What with you, bro? Brother, still in money, you know? Right. Little bomber and that. What's going on
What
here?
happened?
It's saying work continues to resolve Aaron Bissaka's move to Man United to West Ham. Issues between 26-year-old and clubs. Optimism on both ends, but Man United relaxed if he stays. Nah, bro.
Ooh.
Nah, man.
Ooh.
So let me just clarify. So let me just say one thing, Traps.
Nah, fam. Nah, fam.
So Saeed,
Nah, man, get out of here, yo.
Saeed,
Nah, man, get out of my house, man.
Saeed, just to
I
clarify.
said, yo, get out of the house, fam.
If
Nah,
Wan-Bissaka
fam.
stays, hold up. If
Yo,
Wan-Bissaka
get out,
stays,
man.
Listen, if they're still signing the players, they're going to
What
sign.
the fuck's going on,
It
man?
is what it is.
He wants his peas. I get it, but brother, I thought we solved this, man. I thought we got there. Here we go.
So did I.
so hold up. If he doesn't sign for West Ham, does that affect the Mazraoui deal?
That's
Bro,
that's the
I'm asking
narrative.
a question.
That's the narrative that's being pushed, but I ain't heard that from the club.
Okay, I'm just asking. Fair,
I don't
because
think it does.
Mazraoui is key to what we have going on because of
I don't
tactics,
think
even
it
though
does,
we have the
because
same manager and all that.
How much money are we getting for?
You might carry on one sec.
How much was the deal? 15 million. Was it 15 million?
wow, man, this is crazy.
How much was it? How much are we getting for 15 million?
15 million, yeah, 15 million.
How can 15 million can't? It's not going to affect the deal. If they're pushing it through, they're going to push it through. They might have to change the payment deals. They might have to make it longer and that, a bit of Klarna in there and that.
So let me just read this again. I just want to clarify. You know, I'm not overreacting here. So work continues to solve Aaron Bissaka's move to Man United to West Ham. Issues between 26-year-old and clubs. Optimism is at both ends, but Man United relaxed if he stays. Meant to travel to London today for medical, but still in Manchester. Does this any way affect the Mazraoui deal?
I don't think.
Does this any way affect the Mazraoui and Delit deal? Forget the Delit. Delit's coming anyway. Delit's on his way.
What's up? What did I miss?
Hey?
What did I miss?
So did I read it? Did I read the answer thing to you, by the way?
Yeah. I seen you put it on the screen. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
but
what did he say about him still being in Manchester? He's still in Manchester. He's still here.
He's still in Manchester. Now this is crazy, you know, man. What would you do now? Like, would you put him in the under 23s if he?
Why we trying to punish the man for?
Why does it matter? Hey, Saeed.
Nah, you know what it is, bro. No, I'm done. No. Yo, No, because you know what it is.
Leave, you know, they're still working at the deal. So I say throw him to the under 20.
Nah, bro, you know what it is though, bro. Like Wagwan, no, like for me, though, it's like we gave the green light to Bayern Munich to say, right, Mazraoui's coming. He's basically taking your spot, in essence, and it's basically like causing a fuss. Like Wagwan, like you need to be ruthless, man.
Saeed, you need to relax. They're still working the deal out. Obviously, that little bit.
Brother,
Don't worry about it.
You know what's man? I in my head said, "Yo, what is that?
Right now, in a relax if he stays. That's what's triggering you right now.
Don't worry about it.
That does trigger me. That does trigger me.
Why does it trigger you, man? We scoring all these goals and finishing in the top 4. We
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
What do you mean? Don't do that. That's what's happening.
But I just want to know if it means that Mazraoui does not come.
I think he's still. I don't listen. This Ten Hag. I remember I said that thing into the group chat. Yeah, Ten Hag said a couple of things which didn't make no sense. Yeah, but he basically said that we don't need to sell to buy. Yeah, that's what he said. There's sell to buy. So whether I think personally they've said to him, listen, yeah, whatever comes in is whatever comes in. But I don't. This whole sell to buy stuff. I don't know where that's come from, but it's not come out. It's come out the manager's mouth where he said we don't need to sell to buy. We've made transfers. We're ready. X, Y, and Z. And he basically said, be patient. He did say be patient as well. Yeah. So I mean, I don't think these things affect these things because 15 million in the grand scheme of things, bro. How much are we paying for 2 of them? 55 million. So, yeah, so we're gonna have to find 40 million.
But both sides are still optimistic that this deal could be done, basically. You know what I mean? So that's good news. But bro, man's in my head thinking, yo, Wan-Bissaka's gone, fam. You know the one's there, fam. Like, man can't be seeing no Wan-Bissaka ball next season, you know. Bad them. You know the one's there. Like, I know this is where we
someone got to assist all these guys. You know what I'm saying? Wan-Bissaka time.
Flawless, man. Leave it alone. And by the way, yeah, go and check Mazraoui's numbers, bro, because they are similar to Aaron Wan-Bissaka's, bro. Yeah.
Oh, why? I didn't know,
bro. Listen, the other day I was watching Sky Sports. They was dissing Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and then they had the cheek to put these stats up. Yeah, I took a picture. Hey, but Jordan hit the floor. I'm gonna send them to you, Flawless. But Jordan hit the floor.
Send it through.
I tried to take a picture. I was like, no, this is ridiculous.
Bro, it's mad, bro. Like I said to you, man, it's one of them. They're still optimistic. That's the main thing anyway, man. It's not as if it's a dead deal. Like, it's not as if it's like, yo, he's staying right now. You get me? So we got a Plettenberg tweet. What's Plettenberg tweeted? Let's see what I go on. If he said here that it don't affect anything.
Hey, you're a proper.
Let me see. Let me grab this right now.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Plettenberg is a journalist. Oh, has he deleted it? He's deleted it, guys. He's deleted his tweet. Oh, no, he hasn't.
No, he says, go back there. You see what I just said there? Look, go back down there, look.
Due to some details, the medical for Wan-Bissaka has been delayed. It's now been scheduled to take place on Tuesday morning. Been told the deal is not in danger at this stage. Club confident transfer will go through as planned.
That was 1 minute ago.
Yeah, 1 minute ago. But the thing was with David Ornstein, he wouldn't put that out there if he thought the deal wasn't.
But he's worded that. He's worded that for the traction. That's where it's been worded.
I'll see it about the traction, man. He's not been like that though this year.
He's worded that in a way to make you man to make you man start reposting that and sending that around and start talking. He basically saying what my man saying. Saying both parties are comfortable, but Man United are not bothered if I'm not asked if he stays. Yeah. So it's basically just saying we're not forcing him out, but this transfer is looking in good condition. That's basically what they're saying.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know, man.
I was saying send him to the under 23.
Yeah, send him to the 23s, fam.
I wasn't even the under 23. You know what I mean? You know, MUTV board and that.
But guys, get us to 1,000 likes, and we're still not on 1,000 likes, you know. We're on 895. Like, people are tight with the likes, you know.
Why are you not tight with the likes, man?
Bro, I'm telling you,
man. I came down here to see you, man. Yeah, and you lot are just sitting there, not even pressing the like button.
Bro, come on, guys.
I don't even understand that.
Shout out, Traps.
You lot, man, get the likes up, man. Get us to 1,000 likes. We've got 400 people that are not liking the video right now. You know what I'm saying? So
I never just sitting there not liking it. Just go on your phone.
Yeah. Better go through if we're saying that we need to improve our style. Exactly. If we want to improve our style, for me, Wan-Bissaka can't be part of it. Cannot be part of it.
Now he's got Rude though and Hack and these coaches.
Oh, flawless.
got assist? Nah, generally, when was the last time Aaron Wan-Bissaka got an assist for United? I can't remember.
Who knows, man?
You know what? Yeah, listen, don't go. Listen, man, this is what man do. Man, don't go on that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is absolute pants.
He's all right, but he's
got good attributes. But obviously, like you said, to go forward and play an aggressive pressing style and whatever else, yeah, I get it. I do hear it. But at the same time, I don't think this Masraoui replacement, I don't think he's any better, to be honest with
you. Yeah.
And he's injury prone. And he's got injuries.
Like, and then, do you know what I mean? And this is what man them do. Man them will get rid of man because this is what they did last season. Yeah. Man got rid of Fred, then man them were talking about we miss Fred. Yeah. This is what man do. Yeah. The next thing you know, Masraoui will be having a nightmare getting cooked by flipping, I don't even know, cook one of them Ipswich man or something. Yeah, and the man will be saying we miss Aaron Wan-Bissaka's people.
Facts.
Yeah. Listen, man, we're gonna wrap up here, man. Like I said, I don't think there's any big news happening right now. Florence, are you live after this?
No, I'm not live after. I'm not live till later.
Okay,
obviously, he's looking to step out, so I'm not live till later.
Oh, yeah.
Got missions right now.
That's the goal, man. So people, I'm gonna end up redirected to Lee Gunner. I think he's alive still. I'm sure he's alive. So we'll redirect to Lee Gunner. But yeah, you lot just like the video, man. Flores, let them know what you got coming up later on.
Yeah, people. First and foremost, big up. Shout out Saeed. Big up Traps every time. Shout out to Ash. Big up Double A. You run up the likes here. We're gonna say that again. Like, forget all that. You lot have been entertained for nearly 2 hours and 45
Bro,
minutes.
this is the longest ever stream, man.
Yeah, man. Run up the likes.
I can actually add a heated on the title. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Oh, I've never been involved in one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been 90. It's my first cap. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's my first.
This is the official heated. You know what I mean?
I've never been on one of them where it's quote unquote heated. But yeah, at Sarcasm City TV people on YouTube.
His first passion dawn that.
Yeah, the first passion.
Yeah, trust me. Trust me.
So yeah, at Sarcasm City TV on YouTube, Premier League podcast, Yardman edition. So I'll be live with Lex and Kaneki talking all things United, Liverpool, Chelsea, everyone else as well. But yeah, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow the playback as well, people. So that's where most of the Premier League watch-alongs I'll be doing are on there, and the gaming content as well, plus more.
Yeah, make sure you do that, people, man. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow midday live with the gang, and also the Straight Jacket podcast. In the evening. So yeah, man, make sure you shout the man them out. You know what I'm saying? Big up Traps for locking through. Yeah, you know I mean, carnival settings and that.
And you man, go follow me on Instagram. I want to get my followers up. Go on traps.mufc and follow me on Instagram.
Follow Traps.
Because I want my followers up. Because I've had enough of this. I've been at like nearly 4,000 for bare long now. Yeah. Help me out.
Insta's always slow though, man.
Insta's annoying me.
You know what it is on Insta though? Bare people pray on Insta, man. That's what it is, man.
Oh, yeah. People watch your story but not like shit. It's like, what
they don't like your shit. They watch your story, but they won't like your stuff. That's Insta for you, man. I say for you, TikTok is the best place, man.
Nah, man, I can't be bothered with TikTok, man. So, I went on TikTok the other day and I took some mad dancing like this for hours, bro. Mad dancing. I swear to God, I went back like 3 hours later and she was doing it. She was still there. I was like, blood. She got more energy than Casemiro in the middle of the park. Yeah?
Listen, we're out, people, man. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Go head over to League Gunner, type in Arsenal are winning the league raid.
Yes.
So they're not winning the league.
No,
go on.
Type it. Tell them Calafleury. Calafleury's got aura.
No. We're gonna win it because he got pissed off with someone saying Arsenal gonna win the league. So, guys, in the chat, I want you to spam Arsenal will win the league. That's all you got to do, guys. Go over to League Gunners chat, type in Arsenal will win the league. And I'll see you lot later. Take care.